Central, I be in the building, giving us the juice and the gist. Bring the gen vibes on the rock. Recall Central, I be in the jam vibe. I be in the jam vibe. I be in the jam vibe.
UBMC, we rise. Learn the skills, yeah, we go online. Uncle Ben will show the way we shine. Create your dream, build your life. UBMC, it's our time. UBMC, it's our time. UBMC, it's our time. UBMC, it's our time.
Hello, everybody. Hello, I'm starting the show because Uncle Ben is at work already. Auntie B went live today, so we didn't want to do the same. We didn't want to be live the same time as Auntie B. So I'm starting the show, and obviously Uncle Ben will come in and everybody else. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hey. My fellow Amebo crew. No, actually, guys, you know, on Recap Central, we act posh. My fellow recap crew, recap, we don't call it Amebo, we call it recap. Today has been hot on the internet, oh. I've been running up and down, running left, running right, going up, going down. Every corner is hot. What is going on? What are the sisters up to? Oh my God. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and all the things, all the important things, okay? Thank you. CB came here really early. Hi, CB. Hi, Sips Dipsy. How are you? Hi, M5. That model 5 says, Wemi, how are you doing? Yay. Thank you, Sis Dipsy. Hello, sis Arikemi. Good evening. Hi, Fatesome. Good evening, sis. Hope you're good. Ashlyn, how are you? That's Gen Z crew. Welcome. Okay, so guys, I don't know what happened. We started out the day with, remember Ugo, the guy who started this week. Is it this week, I should say, with not this week, last week even, with the whole cheating scandal. He's the one that started it. And there's another one that did not quite go viral. Basically, in the Nigerian community at the moment, social media Nigerian community at the moment, we are dealing with 3 scandals. 3 marriage scandals. And I'm just here wondering, is this what Nigerian marriages are about? Nigerian marriages are scandalous, are adultery pacts. Adultery pacts. But anyway, we started today with Ugo and his ex-wife Jessica. So we're going to start with that, and then we'll go into Frank, because I just feel like Frank is long-winded. We have a lot to unpack. Welcome, Papi, Uncle Dio. We have a lot to unpack. Actually, I'm going to also, I don't know if I have, I'm going to share the link anyway, and then we can come in, but I'm going to quickly run through Ugo and just get into the proper gist, what everyone is here for. So Ugo's wife, ex-wife, came out to speak today. And she also sued him pretty much. So there's a lawsuit brewing as it stands. So this is basically what she said. For the past several months, I have quietly carried the weight of intense emotional distress and private pressure that no one should ever have to endure. Since the end of my marriage, I have tried to move forward in peace, but I have been met with persistent attempts to force me back into a relationship I had clearly walked away from under the claim that we remained. Where's the second part? Let me read it from my phone. under the claim that we remain culturally married. Because I chose to stand my ground and reclaim my life, I have become the target of a malicious campaign. False, deeply hurtful allegations about my character and my fidelity have been weaponized against me online to punish me for leaving. I want to be absolutely clear. I never cheated on my former spouse, Ugo Parklins Ifeanyi Chukwu at any time during our marriage. These claims are entirely fabricated. Watching my private photographs and videos being dragged across blogs and social media, accompanied by cruel insults, harassment, and character assassination, has been heartbreaking and terrifying. This has been a deeply traumatic experience, not just for me as a woman, but as a mother. To protect my name, my dignity, and my well being, my solicitors will commence immediate legal action. I believe that those responsible for these defamatory publications should be held accountable. Now, I intend to let the lawful process and my legal representatives handle the situation. I am incredibly grateful to everyone who has shown restraint, kindness, and support during this painful period. For clarity, this is my only official X, in brackets, Twitter account. Please disregard anything posted from any other accounts claiming to be me or speaking on my behalf. And then, of course, we have the lawsuits here. I'm just going to read the key parts pretty much. So, basically, it's addressed to Mr. Parklins Ogbonna Ifeanyi Chukwu, Lagos, Nigeria. And its heading is Demand for Immediate Retraction of False and Defamatory Publications, Public Apology, Removal of Offending Posts, Cease and Desist Undertaking, and Payment of Damages. So pretty much she's suing him for 500 million naira. And what the lawyers are claiming is that the client has been subjected to widespread cyberbullying, vicious insults and harassment, public ridicule and character assassination, severe emotional and psychological distress, and grave reputational damage, both personally and professionally. So that's pretty much what she's suing for. And the sum of 500 million naira as compensation for substantial reputational damage, emotional distress, psychological trauma, cyber harassment, and public humiliation occasioned by your malicious conduct. So that's pretty much the gist. And then she said he's the one that was begging her to stay, or all of these things because he's angry that she did not stay. So he came out to post this and said, "This was my last message before I finalized the divorce. Like I said then, we are done. You clearly wasn't having it. Zukwani K. By the way, defense cleared this to go out." So basically, you can see the WhatsApp message is saying, he said we are done. And she replied, "No, we are married in the Catholic Church and traditionally." My only issue with this message is there's no dates. So how do we know what date this is? Was this the beginning of their fight or was it at the end? So I wouldn't take this message seriously, but that's what Ugo posted. And then the last thing he posted is, "Defense has advised silence on this matter. No further comments from me. All legal queries be forwarded to my firm. Let me focus on my work, Biko." All of a sudden, Uncle wants to focus on his work. You did not know that you had work since when all these things were happening. All of a sudden now, you have plenty of work. Anyway, and also, by the way, Ugo has also gone on to delete all his tweets about her and all the allegations. So I'm just wondering, is that what his own legal representative, is that what they advised him? Or is he doing it because really the woman is right and he actually defamed her? I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. Time will tell. Anyway, welcome, Auntie Ngozi. Welcome. Guys, let's go over to the main show of the day. So I'm just going to go on a break and we'll take it from there.
It's Recap Central. I be in the building, giving us the juice and the gist. Bring the gen vibe.
Okay, we are back like we never left. Okay, listen to this voice notes.
Let's do one last thing, and then by the time we're done with that last thing, we block each other like from where we are. Hold on now, have an open mind. Have an open mind now. Calm down. Wait now. Wait now. I've not finished talking and you're talking rubbish. So I'm saying, let's be definite about it, right? Not just blocking, like, but also just Xing. No, like Xing, like never talking again, never ever talking again, never ever seeing again. But then one last thing has to happen before that happens. You want me to say it? Cost me how? Channel now, for reals. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I'm serious. Like, this will just put an end to it. I'm telling you, facts. Channel now. You think about it. Like, is that not fair? That's not stupid. But I mean, we've been stupid all along. So let's do the one stupidest thing. Yeah, let's do the last stupidest thing, and then from there. Oh God. Hey, that's the solution. This other one you said is not a solution.
Okay, oh, everybody has heard it now. My own is this what Chike likes in older women? Did anybody notice her tone in a lot in different parts of this phone call when she said something? She kind of like was very snappy when she was like, you are talking nonsense or something like that. You're talking rubbish. Did anybody catch that? Is that what it does? Is that what Chike like? Chike likes the control. He likes the stallion. Maybe that's what he enjoys in dating older women, because the way she was like, "You're talking rubbish," and it was very funny to me. Anyway, that's pretty much the voice tone that I want everybody to. Cesare Kemi, welcome. That's what I want everybody to listen to, and then listen to this as well, and then we'll take it from there.
He's waiting this up for my. He's waiting this up for my life. Not drama with the drama.
So if she tells you you're about to become a father, what will be your next line of action?
Right now?
Yeah.
I just hope that when I hear that, it's from somebody I really care about. Not just someone I care about, but somebody whether we're getting married or not, someone I don't mind having my child
with.
Yeah, because the worst thing you want to hear as a guy is hear that from somebody you don't want to have a kid with. So then there's the conversation of, so why did you do without? That won't concern your father. That's for you and your father to answer. It's not me asking that kind of question. But I think that's the worst thing you can hear from someone that deep down, you know that you don't want this person to raise your kids.
You guys, is he trying to tell us something? I don't know. Was he trying to tell us something in that interview? So basically, it seems like he alluded to drama, some sort of drama. And then people are linking it to this situation. He's also alluding to pregnancy as well. So the whole speculation is not only were you sleeping with somebody's wife, you were sleeping with them unprotected. And was there any pregnancy scare in that whole process too? Very, 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 very crazy. Anyway, we were just on our own, and then the internet became really hot earlier today. And it turns out that what's her name? Is Sandra, that's it. Miss Sandra. She actually still goes by Edoho, Sandra Edoho. Ex Mrs. Edoho. She actually posted on her stories. Now, before we get to that, I think one of the questions that I have, and I'm wondering if anybody has any suggestions or any answers to this question. Why now? Is there a reason why Frank has just come out of nowhere? And because I feel like he sent all of those messages to Glamour, that's to Kitty Jules. There's no other way she would have gotten it. From the everything that we've seen from the very first day when we saw his message to Cutie Jules, until now, why is he using Cutie Jules as his spokesperson? What is going on? Why is he speaking? And even on X, remember yesterday or the day before, I posted him sort of confirming and offering unsolicited advice to younger men on this whole marriage thing. Why now? What is going on? Why is he using Cutie Juice as his spokesperson? And why is he speaking all of a sudden? Because to be fair, if you speak, it only makes sense that this woman also speaks back, especially if she feels like some of these things are false. Anyway, she posted this as a video. So I also have screenshots which I will upload. But anyway, this is her Instagram, which is also her business Instagram. She has a personal Instagram, which I showed the other day, which is a smaller page. And this is what she posted. I'm going to turn off the audio. So this is what she posted. And within this video, she pretty much posted all of these things on the page. But as you can see, it's a video, so it moves very fast. So I also have the screenshots of them. And then I'm going to read for all of us. Interesting. Hey, Mr. Frankie Bobo, Frankie boy. Let's go. So she says, she basically titled it "Surviving a Bitch Ass Nigga Frank Edoho." I think you say, Abby, your screenshots are everywhere. Says Inkus. I am in this investigative journalist. I'm the one that is taking over anti-Kem in Nigeria. I'm the one taking over anti-Kem in investigative journalism. Anyway, surviving a bitch ass Nigga Frank Edoho. Choosing to remain silent may give mixed signals to the narrative that a sadist and narcissist peddles, making everyone believe he is a victim. Choosing to marry a man, raising our beautiful kids, single-handedly building and growing a successful design business, and giving myself wholly, undiluted, and faithful through and through. Until you decided that while I am pregnant with our first child, you would rather have a prolonged affair that lasted years with an actress, Umbong Amata, amongst other women. Where do I even begin? The nights crying on the floor, begging that you see me, with you walking out and not returning for days? Or the days you tormented me to abort our second child because you were in numerous relationships and not ready to be a father? Throughout the emotional, psychological, mental, and physical torture and abuse, I stayed committed, faithful, shielding you, carrying you like an egg. But you are a shell, washed up and dried out. You live for validation of the internet, so enjoy your 10 seconds of pity party. A deadbeat, that is exactly what you are. I single-handedly sponsored your lavish lifestyle. I single-handedly paid all your bills, the trips, business class tickets, five-star hotels, luxury trips, all the home bills, including that of the other children from your previously failed marriage. I took your mom abroad to the United States and she lived in my parents' home for years. I tried to cover you. I tried to protect you, tried to shield you. No one knew how empty you were, how empty you still are. Hey, have you ever paid school fees? Have you ever? All you did was abuse the financial access you had to my funds, squandering my money on prostitutes and loose women. Hey, so many numerous transactions in Lekki hotels, Airbnb, lounges and bars. Sold my property without my permission for chicken change and still squandered the earnings from it within 1 week on different girls. Documented evidence day, chai. Disappearing for weeks on end with loose women and whores. Hey, whoa. Like Adeze Uboja at the Hard Rock Cafe. Or is it Tega Dominic she asked the woman who asked, is Tega Dominic the BB Niger girl? Or is it Amaka Okeke, Diary of a Lion Queen, whom you claimed you were trying to get endorsements and sponsorship for, who wants to be a millionaire? who you brought into our home to sleep with on our matrimonial bed? Or is it the smelling prostitutes whom you led into our home, where I had a video record you escorting her to the gates? Or is it the whore you had on your Snapchat frolicking in her bikini, snapping with your own phone while you were there blowing kisses to her? Or is it when I caught you talking to one of your girlfriends for over an hour and I barged in on you with so much anger? I almost passed out from anger, for real. Tapes and evidence day. But what really is the point of sharing with the world? They will still talk, mock, laugh, and make skits. You can go to a faceless blogger and post. Frank, you don't want to go there. Where do I start? Where do I begin? I was a great wife, a faithful wife to the core. But a time comes when a woman must choose herself. I chose myself and walked away. Filed for divorce too. As an adult woman, I am free to be friends with and date whomever I please. Please move on with your life. To family and friends who have walked this journey with me and know the truth, thank you for your prayers and your support. She did not say signed Sandra Edoho, but let me just help you people. Signed Sandra Edoho, because it's not me that said this. Hey, you guys, that was a lot. Now, here's my thing. I'm going to drop the link if anybody wants to come on straight away. Here's my thing. Why, if Frank knew all these things, right? Why did he come out to talk? What did he think he was going to? What do you think he was going to achieve? What do you think was going to happen? What did he? Yes, this is Recap Central, kind of, sort of. Recap Central collaboration with Uncle Ben. Momo 5. There's no breathing is for the weak. What is oxygen? I will breathe later. No, Uncle Ben, where are you? You cannot be conveniently quiet. Please, Uncle Ben, where are you? No, but on a very serious note, Mr. Dare, welcome. Welcome. So what did he think was going to happen? What do you think he was going to achieve from this? Anyway, watch this video. This lady's reaction.
On normalize exposing these trash men for who they are. The whole Twitter, the brotherhood, they were weeping. Oh, she's such an ashawo, she's such a slut. How can you cheat on your husband? Even women were like, oh, are we normalizing cheating now? I'm just looking at y'all like, shut up, please. The wife, let us hear from her. Is that not what you guys say? Let us hear the whole story first, and now the full gist has dropped. Not only did this silly man that love and romanticizes keeping malice and romanticize silent treatment, not only did this man cheat on his wife, this man cheated on his wife when she was pregnant. Not only did he cheat on her when she was pregnant, her most vulnerable moment. He asked her to get an abortion. Not only did he ask her to get an abortion, she was sponsoring his lifestyle. Now, we'll handle that in another video, because I would never subscribe to the ministry of financially supporting a man because he's a man. That's his job. So, but like I said, we'll get into that later. You guys just leave. That's why these men don't have Google reviews. That's why most times the next woman don't know what she's walking to, because you guys like to cover a man's shame. Anyway, let's read what she said. It says that Frank Edoho cheated on me with Mbong Amata, I'm assuming she's South African, Tega from BB Niger, amongst other women while I was pregnant, and you told me to abort our pregnancy because you were not ready. I single-handedly sponsored your lifestyle. Hi, God, and flew your mother to the USA. I shielded you so the world would not see how empty you were. King of malice, you even have the audacity to be empty. I've chosen to marry a man, she said, surviving a bitch-ass nigga. That's sweet me. If you know me and my friends, we use that on a daily. Bitch-ass nigga. I'm just joking. Anyway, she said, choosing to remain silent may give mixed signals, blah, blah, blah. You have to go read it for yourself. She called him a deadbeat. Like, imagine, the insult that this lady have collected for days just because of small cheating. Look at what she has been dealing with. How much do you guys think women can endure? Now, I will always say this. Normalize walking away, but make sure you expose them. Expose.
Anyway, that's the video I wanted to play. Guys, you know Nigerians make fun of everything. Serious things will be happening in the world. Nigerians will be joking. Look at what somebody posted. I saw these screenshots from someone. Someone posted screenshot this from TikTok comments. Person said, Very sweet. This is under Chike's post, basically. So Chike's social media is hot. Mind you, Chike is living his life like nothing is happening, guys. Like, he's not even moved. He's not moved at all. He's posting what do you call it? He's trying on clothes fitting and all. It's so funny to me. Like, nothing is happening. Anyway, somebody says, "Hello, Chike. My husband has not spoken to me in months. Thank you for giving our sister a shoulder to lean on during the malice. Bull to the bullets." If anybody has followed Chike, that's kind of what Chike goes by. Bull to the bullets is like one of his taglines, right? And then somebody said, "Very sweet boy. We know they keep malice." Chike, my husband doesn't pick my calls. It's been 2 days now. This is the right time to drop another song for us. Make we vibe. And somebody said, "Chicks, chick boy, cheeky boy." Anyway, that is pretty much it. Now, guys, what is very funny is one of the girls, the one from BBN, right? Tega Dominic. One of her last videos on her page is this, right?
A purposeful woman doing with a divorcee. You may not like it, you can criticize me. The divorcee have nothing to offer to a married woman. Except he's going to teach you how to divorce. And that's all. You can write anything, call me anything, I don't care. But a divorcee has nothing to offer to a woman that wants to remain. Because all he will teach is what made her to leave her husband. That's all. Her husband is proud of her.
Can somebody explain to me why this happened to be one of her videos during the saga? Is it saying something? Is there a reason why that video? I don't know. I just found it a bit like funny. That's one of the girls, by the way. Hi, Sister Biba. Welcome. So I don't know why, I don't know. I don't know anything about tech. I don't really know anything about BBN stars, to be very honest. I've only watched one season, to be fair. So crazy. Anyway, so let's unpack this, right? Let's unpack this.
Let's do one last thing, and then by the time we're done with that last thing, we block each other like from where we are. Hold on now, have an open mind. Have an open mind now, calm down. Wait now, I've not finished talking and you're talking rubbish.
You guys, I can't get past that whole thing of saying you are talking rubbish. I mean, is it funny, or is that what dating an older woman feels like? Is that Chike's what's the word, fetish? Is that his fetish? Faith, can you explain to us what does this mean? Tega responded to Sandra saying it's all cap. If you watch Tega's season, you won't be surprised, to be honest. What is Tega's story? Oh, wait. Is Tega the married woman? Faith, is Tega the one that was married and cheated with somebody in the house? I think I know that story. Let's look for Tega's Instagram, guys, shall we? Tega Dominic. Okay. Is she the one? Face, where did she reply? It's not on her Instagram, Mom. Or it doesn't seem to be on her Instagram. Oh, I know. I see what you mean. She posted a cap. So she's that married woman that slept with somebody. Okay. So I heard that story, but I don't really watch or follow his thingy like that. See, this is what Faith is telling us that she posted. It's all cap. This is what she posted after the thing dropped, and she sells this. Who is buying this ugly cap that she's selling? Okay, Tega, thank you for the information. Okay. Yeah, I remember, actually, funny enough, I remember that gist. some time ago when she was on the show that she slept with somebody while she was married to somebody else outside. Okay, so they are in the same association now. Association of mad married people, adulterous married people. Okay. See, the cap no ugly. The cap no ugly. Am I lying? Anyway, my baddest co-host is here, Uncle Dio.
How are you, Abby? So good to be here once again. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, Uncle Dio. Uncle Dio, please, I have a question for you. Why did Frank come out to start speaking? Why did Frank decide to use, what's her name, Cutie Jules, as his spokesperson, knowing that there's a lot more brewing? Did he underestimate the ex-wife? Why did he do that? Can you explain to me? Is it delusional? What could be his reason?
The thing is that, if that throws the first punch, may not know the impact of the reprisal until it happens. Why? I want to believe that when he did the first video to bring out everything like this, he never knew the extent to which the ex-wife will go, as per in our own reply. So as it is now, the whole worm is out because the woman spilled everything. Who would have thought that the woman had been the major breadwinner in the home? Nobody knew that. The woman doesn't see. That's why some men, when they're moving mad, they don't always apply their number 6. You know quite well that this woman was a backbone. She's the one that you have been fleecing upon. She's the one that you have been, using to flex. And you see, came around and did what you did. To what extent? What were you trying to? Well, maybe he has gotten another what do you call them? The cougar out there that may be richer than the wife or something. Maybe, because I don't see any reason why he should come out like that to come and be saying all what he said. No, it does not make sense. Now that everything is out now, with which eye will they be looking at it in public now? It's a shame.
All right. Uncle Dad, can I ask you one last question? Do you believe that this woman is saying the truth? From your wisdom?
Abby, the woman says she has receipts.
No,
let him come out to the door.
Following your instincts, your wisdom, do you think this woman is saying the truth?
I believe so.
You think, okay.
I believe so.
All right. Thank you very much. Uncle Ben has finally joined us. So, hey, Uncle Ben went to pray. Uncle Ben, have you finished praying for your brotherhood?
I'm still waiting to hear from the Lord.
Yes,
and in the spirit. Will you stop laughing? You ladies have laughed too much today, and I'm beginning to suspect that you guys are happy that this is happening.
Uncle Ben, I've had a good time today. Wow, what a day!
This is so unfair. This is unfair. No woman should be cheating back. I'm sorry. Anyway, Abby, what's up? How you doing, Mama?
I'm fine, thank you, Uncle Ben. Thank you for joining us.
You see what? You see something, Abby? I think I have to go back and review this case from beginning, and I have to do that tomorrow. I'm not going to lie to you. I am in shock. I don't see this coming at all. Seriously speaking. Yeah, I won't lie. This is perhaps the first time I'm seeing a Nigerian woman who cheated on her husband. She's so bold to come out and say, yes, we did what we did. And it's shocking. It's shocking. This is not supposed to happen. I've been asking God why for a while now. I've been saying, God, how did we get here? These beautiful angels that you actually removed one of our ribs to create, they are becoming bold and audacious.
Yeah.
Uncle Dio, they help me find English because I'm still struggling to come to terms with how to describe this lady.
They are getting bolder by the day.
They are becoming gangarious.
So Uncle Dario cannot give Uncle Ben bigger English. If it's me now, I would have helped Uncle Ben, but I can't help him for this show. Give him more interesting English.
I will find somebody with gloomy English.
Don't worry. If you are going to take it to gender war, you go see. Don't worry. Continue.
We are winning this one. No, now they cry. Yo.
No. It's not about winning.
Uncle Dario.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you notice that it's like women have been celebrating all day long?
Yes, so in fact, when I check our platform, I saw 193 messages. I think what's happened? When I started scrolling, I was just seeing laughter, jesting. Uncle Benno must not see this. So Uncle Benno has not woken up. I was like, hey, my gender is in trouble.
I'm still afraid. I can't read all the messages at the backstage. This is unfair. And the moment I'm seeing more sisters coming up, even Sister Teju, Teju was like, today, not today. So I'm like, you know what? I need my mental health in check. This is not good. Honestly, this lady is from another planet. Is she Gen Z, Abby? Is she a Gen Z?
She's in her 40s now. Didn't you hear that she said she's in her 40s? Which Gen Z?
No. She can't be in her 40s. This girl don't sign.
This woman is not Gen Z. She's in her 40s.
She's a Gen Z.
Anytime you don't like what somebody did, you will say they are Gen Z. She's not a Gen Z.
Abby, this lady came out.
Then she's closer to your generation than Gen Z.
No. This is a 40 years plus woman with the energy of a 29 years old. Abby, like I said on Auntie D's show, I have never had a woman actually telling her cheating partner, we have to do one more.
But that's a good thing. That is a woman that has shown restraint, right? She doesn't want to continue cheating. She said, let them do one last time, and then they will.
Abby, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
That's a woman that has shown restraint.
Uncle Dayo, can you give Abby Chico where she did? Show the budget they send the Abby.
I wish I can give her a knock on the head after she's taking it.
No, but sisters, back me on this one. This is restraint, because this is the kind of restraint that men don't even show. Uncle Ben, you have to give that to her, that she's a woman that is very, she not only does she show restraint, she also, what's the word? She has a conscience, a working conscience. Only somebody with a working conscience can say, okay, let's do it one last time, and according to her, X each other.
Abby.
X each other, as in we'll block each other for life.
Abby, we are light alive.
An amazing
it's like
woman.
You don't know the magnitude of what this lady has done.
What did she do, Uncle Ben? What did she do? Let me tell you something. This thing that she did is masculine energy. When you leave a woman in her masculine energy, a woman that's
how is this masculine? What is masculine about this?
She became masculine because she became the provider. And as we have heard, one of the things about being masculine is that when you're a provider and you're masculine, you start to act like a man. Men cheat, right? She's not acting like a man. What is the issue? What is
Abby,
the issue?
It's like you sisters are spoiled for battle. I never know how the extent where this thing go. Let me show you something so that I could not say now war now they call for so.
Masculine energy.
Just look at your screen. Look at your screen. What do you see on your screen right now?
I go pray against Oringo, we go carry you to the reason another man wife. If you reach that level, your life don't spoil.
Check who posted this thing.
Flavor.
That is to tell you that we are at war with your sisterhood.
So let me know. I'm not going to.
This cannot stand.
I have no comment on Flavor. I have no comment.
Abby,
no comment.
Where does she get the audacity to tell the guy, say we have to do one more?
Uncle Ben, do you know what is crazy? You are the one that is calling it audacity. But if you really think about it, so this is a woman that was just talking to her fellow lover, her lover. She did not expect it to come out in public, And Uncle Ben, I put it to you.
I be not put anything to, but
put
if they tell me right now, I be don't put anything to. Well, I be
Uncle Ben, I
Inisha
put
mo wa makoba ni inu
Uncle Ben,
biblo
I
magic
put
them
it
bitibo
to
wa ni.
you. I put it to you that Frank is a terrible person for recording her. Uncle Ben, where did Frank put the recorder that recorded that thing? Why did Frank do that thing? Frank invaded her privacy.
Abby, Frank
Why?
needed evidence.
Why would as a man, why would he invade a woman's privacy like that?
What do you mean invading privacy? He has to gather evidence.
Is her privacy? Why is he recording her calls?
What privacy is that? Abby, Omadili Dawala
Privacy as a human being. Everybody has a right to their privacy. She's a human being. You know, she's a human being. Anyway, Sisi, Sisi, me, I don't want to talk. You see, I say I have no comments. No comments for obvious reasons. God, I beg you. Anyway, Uncle Dio, I don't know. I'm just even that's his wife. As is no. I'm not following. That's his wife. So she should be recording his wife's call. You should record his wife's call. I don't agree. Hey, Uncle Dio, I used to ask.
Yeah.
What is the reason? Why would this man? How do you feel about this recording call? This recorder that he plays clearly is not an actual, because we would have heard Chike's side, so he must have placed a device or something to record her call. Why?
I think what happened there was that, you know, at the moment where he suspected that the wife is like cheating on him, you know, you can never prove cheating except you have an evidence or you have some kind of evidences to prove. So he needs to get evidence. So I think he now placed something like a recorder closer to where the wife is calling, because if you notice that particular something was not that loud. Okay, but we are hearing the wife was clear, but the other call, but the other voice of Chike was not that clear. So that means it did not copy it from the phone, or I don't think he broke the phone, because if he broke the phone, everything would have been clear. But there is something like a device that he put close to where the wife was talking, so everything was going to the device.
In the house or something, yes.
And the wife does not know. But to me, it is because of, you were asking why will you do that? He did that simply because once there is a suspicion that this my partner is moving somehow, you want to get evidence. So he did it and he got his evidence. So I think that's why.
Okay. I just want to say that there's a lot of should I say a lot of eyewitnesses that have said that they used to see Frank out and about in the clubs, and they never would have guessed that he was a married man. That is how crazy he moved outside, allegedly. That in fact they never would have guessed that he was a married man because of how he moves. So this is not even just his wife saying that people that are out and about in Lagos, they see Frank out and about. But I'm sorry to say this, but do you know the kind of audacity you have to cheat when you're not even the provider? As in, you don't have money, you are cheating. So meaning the little money that is even being circulated in your house somehow, you not carry it outside. It's so crazy to me, honestly. I don't know.
As per the money aspect, I have my doubts. Let me explain. Okay. Yes, Frank may not be making money as he used to make before, but I don't think he's completely broke like that. Yes, the wife may be making much more money than him. Fine. But where I think if the allegations that is being spread all over social media is true, that the way Frank moves with different girls around the city and all, if it's true, then I think Frank was the one that disrespected his marriage. Now Uncle Beno was asking what gave the wife such a boldness to come out with her full chest to be saying what she's saying. See, if you as a husband, I'm sorry, this is like a blow on the brotherhood, but you have to say the truth. If you as a brother that you are married, you are moving in a way that if it were to be reversed, if your wife should do the same thing that you are doing, you'll not be able to take it. Then that means what you are doing is wrong. What you cannot take, don't dish it out.
Absolutely.
If Frank could be moving the way that, according to what they said, allegedly, they said when he goes to club, he be behaving like a single guy. That means he's carrying women, doing all sort of things that they do at the club and all. You are married, for crying out loud. There should be some kind of a decorum in your behavior. There should be some kind of a how will I put it? A kind of a checkmate that you give to yourself, that you don't go beyond this, even though you want to move mad, not in the public eye, for two reasons. You are a public figure. And yes, and then you are married.
Okay.
People that are looking up to you, what do you want them to like take home about you? You are a model for some people. They are looking up to you to become like you, and then you are moving this mad. So to me, if everything they said about him is true, then I think something is wrong somewhere. Now, why I said that I don't really give into the financial aspect is this: the wife claim, according to the video that you play, I mean, according to the voice note that you read, I think yes, it's a message or something like that.
Yeah.
She said that he was spending her money to the point that, if you are spending somebody's ATM card, or maybe you are using somebody's account to be able to make some kind of a transaction, anywhere you put the card, it will show in the statement of accounts you pay extra set to so place. So that's why the wife said she has receipt. That's why I said I believe her as per that aspect, because if Frank was using her ATM card to be doing all what he was doing, of course she will have the receipt in her mail. Definitely she will. So that's why, but I do not believe that Frank is completely broke, that he's only using all her money. No. It is Spanish. Just that yeah.
I don't think that Frank is broke either. But with the way Lagos is, which I'm sure you can confirm as well, and the caliber of women that you're going with, actresses, BBN and whatever, he probably was spending so much that you have to be a millionaire or have a lot more coming in for it to not be, do you understand, for you to have enough. And if you really think about it, there's one of the videos that I played on the previous shows before this one, where he mentioned that he wasn't earning a lot from Me Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And he had no
I remember.
Wow, right? So he's even admitted that he did not have money coming in, right? Now, personally, I know that Frank does weddings. If Frank did my friend's wedding in December and he collected 3 million naira, and I can imagine that he does this regularly. So if you do 2-3 weddings a month, that's around 9 to 10 million, right? So I'm thinking about Lagos, and a lot of these people is they tend to live above their means under normal circumstances.
Exactly.
10 million is not enough income for anybody for even way more than a month. Nigeria, they pay rent yearly. A lot of bills are yearly, right? So, but
yes.
When you now gonna have 3 side chicks, actress that want to drive, what's it called? Range Rover and all, that 10 million will not stretch. So I don't think it's like he was completely broke, but you have to be rich in Nigeria to maintain a woman like Sandra, who from her social media has a very soft lifestyle. She wears a lot of luxury products. Do you understand? To maintain a woman like Sandra, and then 3, 4, 5 actresses and BBN girls. You have to be extremely rich now, be a politician or something. You can't be a Frank Edoho who is not even, let's even be honest, so let's even call a spade a spade. He's not even exactly popping anymore. Maybe that's why he came out to be saying all this is saying, because he wants to become popular again. Frank, nobody looks for him anymore. Let's not even be funny. Nobody looks for him anymore. So where is he making money from?
That's a big question.
Except he wants to tell us now that he has some serious establishment and serious investment that we are unaware of. But that is not even true, because he's the one that told us that he's not making as much. He hasn't made as much for a long time. So what? How does he have enough money to maintain 4, 5, 6 baddies? Thank you, Sisi. Wig is now 4 million naira in Lagos. Wig is now 4 million naira in Lagos. So how do you want to maintain 4, 5 baddies. Of course, he had to collect from his mother, from his wife's pots as well. It's adding up to me. It's adding up to me, Uncle Dayo.
See, the thing is that you said it earlier on. He was probably living above his means, which is obvious. Because even with that 6 to 10 million naira that is making in a month, he can live a comfortable life.
Exactly.
But the fact of the matter is that he carrying badges and all these BBN ladies and all, they are going to see. You are not a politician. Only politician can live that lifestyle. You, a struggling man, the worst you can do is to carry only one.
Thank you.
Anything extra than that, you can't cope, because the money is not flowing like that. Even the biggest boys in town that we know, they don't carry more than one now.
Thank
and they
you.
have the money.
But
You are carrying 3, 4.
Abby, I
Yes,
know this is Recap Central, and I'm itching. I can't wait till tomorrow and next tomorrow when I'll be able to dive into this thing properly.
No problem.
One question I've been dying to ask you and all my sisters, because I'm seeing all the comment now. I say all of them don't jail for battle. Why are we still talking about Frank now? And we don't talk about this guy that is hitting with boldness, and she's hitting her chest like, why were they near Frank? Why are we not talking about her?
Okay. Uncle Ben, can I be honest with you, sir? If you are in the enemy territory, you don't bring out your gun anyhow. They just buy you for nothing. If you are in the enemy territory, try to blend in until you are on your own turf. That's what's happening tonight. Tomorrow, when you are on your own turf, Uncle Ben, you can bring out all the arsenals, all the machine guns.
We are going to be silent and attack the ship. Anyway, I have a sister in the studio. Thank you very much. I thought that brotherhood was going to eat me up. Says Doopsy.
Hi, Abby. Hi, Uncle Dario. Hi, Uncle Ben. Hi, everybody.
Hey, my dear sister, Doopsy. How are you
Hi,
doing?
how are you? How are you, sir? I'm fine. I'm fine. Quickly, I will say this. Number one, Uncle Dario, why are you saying that we are in enemy territory? We are not enemies. We are not fighting with you.
No. I just said the program.
We are not enemies. We are not fighting with you. We are just cheating.
No, Doopsy, do you see the number of ladies on the platform and what they are saying? Do you see the number of sisters that are commenting on the platform?
Sure, we cannot play with you.
Now.
Sure, we cannot play with you.
Small
Only me and Uncle Ben.
Small play.
My brother Barry on the chat. How many men are there? We are not up to 4. And sisters are more than 10. What are you talking about? You have to apply sense here.
Oh my God. Oh my God. But quickly, let me say this. Why is it that when a man marries his helper, he always uses his hands and scatter it with cheating? I think that is something that I am just noticing in this whole thing. Because when Abby started talking about how Frankie Doe is not making as much money, the woman was talking about how she's helping him, even helps his first children from the first wife. Why do you men use your hands to scatter stuff? And this is where Sissy is always right. Sissy will say, no Bob the Builder. Because in the end, a lot of you men sometimes, you will marry a woman that she's willing to take care, she's willing to do this. Don't worry, babe, don't worry, I will cover you. Don't worry, I'll help you. And then the man will not go behind her back. And you will not look at the person that he now went to go and be with. It's somebody that is not even up to our standard. So why do you men do that? That's my question. I gotta go. Bye, y'all.
Bye, says Gypsy. Also, people know the crash out. Let me tell you, it's just made sense now. This man is crashing out because not only has he lost a body, he has lost his provider. Uncle Dayo, you to weigh this thing. If you lose your provider, you know go they cry. Once you two crash out, is it easy to provide?
See, Abby, if that's what we're talking about, can I be honest with you? Can I be honest with you on that? Even as we're talking now, a cougar. I mean, Frank may be in a cougar's and as we're talking now, allegedly. As we're talking, see, in Nigeria, let me tell you something. We have some women, you know, I'm not saying this to bring down the sisterhood, but we have some women that are looking for people like Frank, which, thank God, Abby, you know Lagos very well. You know the waiting from. Yeah. You know them. Yes, so it's not something strange. So it will not be so stupid to have let go his money bank only to be left alone. No, I want to believe he has a reason for doing all these things. Somebody is there at the background.
Well, he's not the one
doing
that
something
left.
for him. Yeah, the lady left.
He's the left.
But
That left.
for him to be moving badly like that. Yeah, see, do you know what really happened, Abby?
What do you think?
Before the late now, let us try to put this thing in context. What do you think made the lady to start misbehaving?
He told us.
I'm asking you, Abby.
She told us everything now. She just felt, I think she just really got Uncle Ben, Uncle Dayo. She really stops feeling like she was being looked after. And you know, we've said this before, that forget for a second, let me even stop playing about and stop supporting sisterhood, right? Sissy says it all the time, and I mean, I believe it as well. There's no woman that would genuinely be with a good man, except she's just mad, that would cheat. Do you know what I mean? Because even this cheating thing we're saying now, she's alluding to the fact that the marriage technically has ended. Good, I don't come from you. I'm not of the school of thought that if you're now not talking to your partner, even if you're living in the same house, I'm of the school of thought that you should end everything cleanly before you move to something else. But it seems like there was already issues, because remember that there's so many voice notes. I couldn't even listen to all of them. One of them is like 6 minutes long. There's a part where she was even saying to him that my husband has refused to talk to me. He's not talking to me at the moment. So whatever. Do you understand? So I think that they were already at the end. Yes, they had not officially been divorced. Maybe in Frank's mind, similar to what we said the other day, in Frank's mind, I'm keeping malice for her to beg me. And she alluded to it, that he will go out, he will cheat, he will leave the house days at a time, and she will be the one begging and crying. Uncle Dayo, you know, we said this the other day, that this is what happens when you keep malice with somebody. It is meant to be a form of punishment. So the other person is meant to chase you. It is a runner-chaser dynamic. You are keeping malice, you're running. She is chasing you, losing her mind, right? Because she wants you to reciprocate. That is their dynamic in this situation. And she alluded to we were right.
I get you, but there's something that I want. Even yesterday, when Sissy mentioned that that particular context that you quoted, that no good woman, no woman will suddenly start cheating on the good husband.
Yeah.
I took a pause to that. No, I took a pause on that. Do you know why I said so?
Why?
Just about a couple of days ago, we did a show here also, whereby a woman came out and said that her husband is very, very good to her, and everything's going well. She enjoys everything with her husband, but somehow she found herself she started cheating with a colleague at work. And the husband found out, and the husband said, "Okay, so far it makes you happy, you can continue." Didn't we do that show on this same platform?
I don't remember.
In that case, no, you could remember just a couple of days back. So what I'm trying to just bring out is that it is not a narrative. Some women too they do move mad on their own, not because the husband is not good, not because the husband is not treating them right, but they just choose to move mad. Like that one that I just said now, it came out. It was on the platform. We talked about it. Even Sister Yinkus was even advising the woman to run away from the home because for your husband not to say anything. What are you saying?
Yeah, I remember now. But so, Dayo, you didn't add my clause now. I said I said mad woman. We're talking about people that are not mad.
Now, so it is now good. Then it's only madmen too that will treat their wife like a dog and expect her to still remain in the home.
Of course, now.
So when we're talking about men, let us put that distinction there. We have good men and then we have mad men, and then we have good women and then we have mad women also. So it's cut across.
Yeah,
it's only which one is applying who. Yeah.
Trust me, if the men were not mad, we would not be having this conversation concept. We have these conversations and laugh because people are mad. That's the truth. Because a couple of people in the world, not a couple, a lot of people in the world are mad. Man and woman, goat and cow, dog and cat. That's just the truth. So anyway, moment, this is crazy. Let me read some comments, Uncle Dio, and then we'll come back talking. Okay. So Sizada is saying, you be struggling to accept that women are no longer the same as our mother's generation. And Sigus is saying, me, I like how this particular man chopped major. He thought he was out to shame her, only for him to be the one to have to drink the Kool-Aid. That I saying, you be struggling to accept that women are no longer the same as our mother's generation. I think I read that before. And so is saying the old generation used to cheat, but there was no social media. Absolutely. Maybe they were saying that a lot of people that are 40 years old now, if they do DNA and first children, they do DNA, they will not be their father's children. It's not like saying men not yet married have a lot to do because everywhere is blurry. As Lola is saying, who would have thought that he couldn't take what he had been dishing out? See now. Oh, well, women are polygamous in nature. Well, Flavor has no moral obligation to talk. They're all the same. 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 for the making, 3 to make ready, 4 to go. They say men need to start going to the mountain to pray for their homes, not to scatter. It is the work of the devil that their wives are cheating. Period. Frank, king of malice, chop your cane and drink water. I think he's saying good men should be matched with good women, and philandering men should be matched with just their kind. Period. Everybody should marry their kind, please. I know Frank's ex before his first marriage that attests to Frank as an odogu in the other room. Abi his machine went flat. One person's odogu might not be another person's odogu. Let's be honest. Or maybe Chike is more of an odogu. There's levels to this. Mr. Dare is saying keeping malice and staying away from home doesn't translate to the man cheating, but it's possible for the wife to interfere that his absence means he's cheating. To infer that his absence means he's cheating. Mr. Dare, other people that go out in Lagos know Frank to be outside. This is not even just the wife talking. People that are outside in Lagos, they have also said that they see Frank out and about and they've never thought he was married because of the way he moves. Is like gist on the streets in Lagos. She's not saying if a man don't talk, he's either gone flat or surviving on his wife. I think he's saying no one should be cheating. Leave, don't cheat. I agree. And Sungozi is saying he neglected her in the marriage according to her. Absolutely. Whew. She says she has photographic evidence that Frank was cheating with many women in their matrimonial bed. I just want to say that in my opinion, no. She wouldn't have asked those women with her full chest if she's actually really lying. Especially because some of them could, potentially be very troublesome. Do you think that she would ask them? Not only did she mention their names, some of them she puts at their social media handles. So I think for her, she's coming out to her full chest. For you to come out to your full chest, I looked at her work. This is a woman that works for the likes of, what's it called? Echo Hotel, Access Bank. She's not a small person. Right? She does huge projects for huge. I don't think she will come out like this with her interior design page, her design page, come out and speak. Ask these people's names, tag their names, if she didn't have evidence. Because think about the bigger picture. The bigger picture would be also being slammed with lawsuit for defamation and all sorts. So for sure, she has it on lock. And that's why I believe her. I honestly believe her. She has evidence to say that this is when you sold my house and spent it. This is when, there's no way she would do that. With her big page, with all of her top clients, with the lifestyle that she has, she wouldn't risk it. I don't think so. She has evidence and she's saying the truth. Anyway, MOP is here. Good evening, MOP. Welcome.
Hi, Abby. Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Hello, Uncle Dayo, everybody. Uncle Beno.
Hey, MOP, you're welcome, sir.
Yes,
You're welcome, sir.
MOP, you are welcome. I'm still in shock, Jerry. I'm just listening. I'm not happy.
It's as if Uncle Ben has fever.
Uncle
Anyway,
Vero.
wait, let me do disclaimer.
Uh-huh.
If you just remember that if you don't support sisterhood, you're not going to Bora Bora.
I'm watching the chat.
You will not go to Bora Bora. Let me tell you the second option to Bora Bora.
If it's just for today, I don't want to go to Bora
The
Bora.
second option for Bora Bora is Ibadan. There's no
MOP, we have to tell them. We have to tell them. This is the gang up.
Intimidate you, sir.
I can't believe this. This is forget Frank for a second. I can't believe this. Let me ask you a question, Abby. If a man cheats on his wife and I say, it's because she hasn't given him ta for 3 months, what would you say?
If a man cheats, I know I would say he's inconsiderate. He shouldn't have done that.
Good question.
You leave a relationship before you cheat. Like, you just end things cleanly. I said that already.
So in this 2026 of equality, what happened?
What's equality?
As in like equal aura for aura, same energy. Why are we not talking about this lady in the same way? What's our excuse? What's the excuse for all these audios that's floating all over the place on the internet?
Okay, so first of all, MOP, we're not talking about cheating. No. I don't know if Uncle Ben has an episode for cheating. Me, I'm analyzing what has happened. We've spoken about the woman cheated. We screamed in episode 1. This woman cheated. She's a bad woman. Episode 2, more information came out. We balanced it out. Now there's more information. We're not like, wow. So this is the sort of man that he is. The problem I have with all these sorts of conversations is that you're saying that she cheated, but you refuse to talk about the kind of man that you are. These are the issues. So there's no balanced conversation. So me, I'm just here to say, Frank, for you to present yourself as such what happened though? For you to present yourself as such a Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben, no, don't disappear. What did happen? Oh, he's pulling stuff to the screen, I guess.
Yeah, but something's going on. Okay, I know what happened. So for you to present yourself, he did say in that interview, I'm not saying I'm perfect, though, but everything that happened is their fault. Really? And the first that have
there? I'm sorry, who's there?
Frank said in that one of his podcast episodes that he's not saying that he's perfect, but his 2 marriages ending is the women's fault. He said it. I played it yesterday. So for you to now present yourself as such a victim, and then for us to have all of this all this evidence, where do we go from here? So me particularly, I'm not talking about the cheating.
So what are you talking about? If you're not talking,
I'm analyzing character, people's character.
And you don't see cheating as an issue of character or integrity, no?
Man of Prestige, episode 3. We've already analyzed the woman. I have terrible.
No, I'm looking at the thumbnail you have on my screen. Who did this thumbnail?
It's Uncle Ben's thumbnail now. Me, I would have this is my thumbnail. I would have said women are beautiful. Women are down. Now I've said fighting back, no shame, no honor.
Imagine.
MOP.
I would have said women have lots
Uncle
of
Beno.
honor.
Baba, you know, read the full tumbling.
It says Frank and Ugo. Cheating wives are fighting back. No shame, no honor.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm asking. That's why I'm asking Abby my questions.
Thank you, MOP. Make I no talk. I don't want me to fight me. I'm still trying to gather my energy first. Jesus Christ, this is so hard.
Uncle Edo, make sure you have ice pack next to you so you can,
So MOP,
yes.
MOP, what's your contribution now?
Ask me a direct question. I'll take it from there.
Okay.
Since you said you're on
Can I
part
ask
3.
a question?
Yeah.
Let me start from the top. Why did Frank think it was a good idea to use QT Jules as his spokesperson?
Wait, is this confirmed? I think we should just say allegedly.
Oh, allegedly. Who gave QT Jules? I mean, are you actually following this gist? Did you see the screenshot of?
I am. I'm following you. You said he gave QT Jules. I haven't seen that anywhere.
I'm saying following from the start. From the beginning.
Yes, I'm following it. Yes,
so you did not see when he was in QT Jules's thingy calling her. You don't see their audio calls. You
Oh
don't see
no,
when
no,
he
no,
was
no! I didn't see that part.
and now, so there's
I
screenshot
saw
of
I saw a screenshot of him responding to Cutie Juice that please don't put this
yeah. So there's
out.
another screenshot where they've clearly had phone calls. He was calling her. They've had a conversation. Now, when you
Oh.
add that, I mean, clearly we are just we're just putting two and two together now. But it's not like we're there. When you have that information plus the fact that there's this kind of recording, there's only one person's camp that this recording would have come from, and the manner, or should I say, the kind of recording this is clear that it's one of those ones where he put a device to record it, which is why we only have her voice and we don't have Chiki's voice. So when you put all of these things together, it is from his camp, whether it is him, his friend, his brother, his sister, his lawyer, it is clearly Frank that, because remember, I don't know if anybody saw, he's also begging Cutie Juice to stop. He's begging, I don't know, I forgot. He's as we speak, this man
Yeah.
is begging Cutie Juice to stop again. So it is from his camp. So my question to you now, MOP, is why did he think it was a good idea to release these audios and use Cutie Juice as his spokesperson? Also, Man of Press, if you watch the first show, you will see where I pulled up his tweets. He has tweets confirming these things as well, advising young men on why they should get married and why they should not get married. So we know for a fact that is from Frank's camp, and he really wanted to be the victim. I don't think we're confused about that at all.
Okay, just confirming that. Okay, so you've confirmed that it was Frank who put out this audios, and this
Pretty
is in
much.
fact this is the lady Sandra talking to Chike. That's confirmed on those audios.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, yes.
Okay, so it's for me personally, Abby, I'm not surprised. Okay, I'm not surprised. Once I see somebody tell me that their way of punishing a woman is stonewalling, I'm not exactly surprised. You understand what I'm saying? Because that thing is a deep. It's not the stonewalling itself. It's about this is their way of operating. This is their way of coping when there's emotional crisis, right? And this is their way of having upper hand. Is a fake upper hand, right? Because in the grand scheme of things, there's at least two people involved. So while you're shutting down, the other person is at the very minimum they're thinking, right? So they might not be acting, they might not be falling on somebody's bola yet, but at the very minimum, they're thinking. It's war at that point in time, right? So I'm not exactly surprised. You know, it doesn't excuse it, like I always say, right? It doesn't excuse cheating. Cheating is simply wrong, you know. But I always say too, like when people don't feel emotionally safe, they will do all the wrong things. All their sense of morals will go out the window when it comes down to a matter of survivor, emotional survivor inclusive. You understand? It's not just somebody is jumping the fence or something. No, it's emotional survivor. As in, like I feel like I'm being smothered. I feel like my whole world is collapsing on me, and it's all in the head. That's all it takes for people to yield to immoral activities. You know, that's not to justify it. It's just what it is. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised. This guy has been kind of like sneaking into my radar for about probably 6 months to 9 months.
You're right.
He will come and then he will go. He will come. Sometimes I was like, okay, before I catch the news, there's something else trending again, right?
Almost like he was preparing us for this.
Yes, yes. So I'm really just starting to really correlate everything together. But the way he moved, especially when he did that interview with Seju, there's a lot of red pill type rhetoric coming out of him, or maybe African, the fake African cultural man,
Traditionalist.
right? Yeah. So there's a lot of that coming out of him, and a big part of that for me, a big part of that is always there's certain things you simply don't say in public. Like even if Yoruba people say this idea that people can just run their mouth on the internet as they see it.
Yeah.
There's a reason why that ancient wisdom was in the Yoruba proverbs, right? But he's one of those guys. I'll just say it as it is,
MOP,
as a
what
matter
you
of
may not,
fact.
MOP, what you may not have, information you may not have is that even before all of this podcast and all, he's been moving funny on X. with the red pill
Oh, the
manuscript.
Twitter. Yeah, I'm not on
Yes,
Twitter
I don't
like
know if you've
that.
noticed.
On
Yeah,
X, yeah.
I don't know if you heard about it. He quotes certain tweets. He's just been moving funny. He's become a troll, pretty much.
Mm,
So I'll say the last maybe 18 months, he's been moving like a troll, and then the podcast. So
yeah. So to your question, he's probably doing the aura for aura with this girl. That's why if he actually went to Kill the Jews, the when I heard the audio sound like somebody an ops was recording the lady, right? Like there's no way she's recording herself in that conversation. It sounds like somebody planted a recorder in a car somewhere.
exactly.
And so my question for you ladies is that how you guys say collect evidence. Maybe he has collect evidence now. The problem should be solved. Why is this problem not solved? I'm doing I told you so.
The
Wait,
problem is
I'm
not
doing I
solved.
told you so. Everybody should be clear about this, okay? I'm doing I told you so today.
See,
The problem should be solved now. Since we've recorded and we've caught people red-handed, why is this problem not solved?
MOP, because you see that Ugo guy that was trending on X. Do you know that even after the wife has come to debunk and all, a lot of people are not satisfied, women included. Yes, a lot of people are asking Ugo, okay, did she cheat or did she not cheat? But one thing is actually certain, and that is the fact that he looked after the woman. So people are just like, okay, he was also a chronic cheat, because a lot of girls have even come out to say, I didn't even know he was married and he was talking to me and he did this with me and we met up and all sorts. But on top of that, we could also recognize that, he bought her a push present, he did this, he did that. The problem is Frank presented himself as such a victim. And for her to now come out and say, even your children from your previous marriage, I'm the one that looked after them. So it's like, choose a battle. Only you is a chronic cheating around Lagos with all of the baddies. Only you does not have enough money to even feed your family, including your children from a previous marriage. Only you was she crying and begging you to stop. Only you cheated on her while she was pregnant. Like, choose a struggle. Are you at least a cheat or a provider? Like, it's just too much for somebody to come out and talk. Like, Frank, Zukwanike, have some shame.
Abby,
Have some shame. Uncle Ben.
let's just hear from Janet. Janet is in the building too.
Before
Yes.
shout out to Janet. Before you go, Uncle Beno and Abby, right? Should Sandra feel any level of shame in this? That's one question. Second question, is she feeling any type of shame in this?
She has no shame. She has no honor.
She shouldn't be feeling any type of shame. I actually, let his Janet go. I have another.
No. Answer
outstep.
the second one, Papa.
No,
Is she feeling any type of shame?
No, I want to read. There's a part of her thing I want to
Okay.
read again.
Okay, all right.
I thought about it after I read this, that this woman has given. You know how you read something 2 or 3 times, you now realize that there's answers in it. So I want us to break down one part of her write-up for us to now. It's going to answer MOP's question. That's why I said let's see Janet go, and then we'll go to another stage.
Sister Janet.
We'll go to another stage.
What's up,
Hey
Mama?
there. I'm
How you
fine.
doing?
How are you, Uncle Benno? We're good.
Hello,
Happy. How
Janet.
you doing? Man of Prestige, how you doing? Is it Uncle Dio that's there I'm seeing? Sorry.
Yeah, Uncle Dio.
Yeah.
Yes, so how are you, my
sir?
sister?
I'm fine, thank
Sorry,
you.
Miss Janet. Sorry. Let me make
Yeah.
this announcement real quick. I'm just looking at my phone right now. I see we only have 23 likes and we have like 66 people watching. Please, that is not okay, my people. Yeah, just take just 3 seconds. Exit the chat, hit the like, and come back. If you guys do that, I'm not going to explode. At least I will take the defeat. But if you are not liking right now, in the next 5 seconds, you are not liking, there's going to be war. You don't be below. Go ahead, Sister Jane.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so this is the thing. It's always good to hear both sides of the story, isn't it, Uncle Benno? There is no smoke without fire. There never is. And when you title it "Cheating Wives Are Fighting Back," no shame, no honor, things like why I don't like the narrative where women have to suffer in silence. I've never liked it when it said, oh, well, if a man cheats on you, if he does something, just be quiet and just move on. Just be I mean, it's like, why should your image be pristine while I suffer in shame? I'm the victim of your cheating, and why should I suffer in shame? This, I mean, when he was crying, for all the men that have been crying out lately, oh, we cheated on, both of them. Even, what was the name of the one that was crying? Was it Robbie? What was the something else, the other? And in the end, yeah, and his missus came out, and we saw that, oh, this story's got multiple dimensions here. It's not everything that he portrayed her to be, the devil. You know, men are so quick to demonize women. You can see from the culture, we excuse men cheating. We find reasons to justify their cheating and everything. But when it comes to women, if women do it, and she's even demonized before they even hear her side at all. Look at what, for the past 2-3 days, people have been raining on Sandra. Oh, she's a cheat, blah, 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 blah. And people have been bigging up, some people have been bigging up Chike for being the one that collected somebody's wife. Now we know that from what she said, she's got evidence that the very thing that she's been accused of, Frank has been doing consistently throughout the marriage. Not only has he been a cheater, he's been a philanderer. He's used her money. He's just done that lady dirty. And according to her, she stayed faithful to the very end until she filed for divorce. Now I'm actually sad that she didn't actually cheat on him, because I think that's actually what he deserved. Someone that does that kind of thing deserves to be cheated on. I'm sorry, I don't condone it, but when you do find yourself in a relationship with someone that's cheating, I think they should have a taste of their own medicine at the very least. So that's my take on it. There's no honor among thieves. If someone's cheating, yeah, they deserve this. Karma is real, and I'm just so glad that I'm living in a generation where women are fighting back, aura for aura. Thank you.
Thank you, Sis Janet.
Imagine.
Oh.
It's a question for Janet. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Janet, why is that not as simple as she's a cheater?
She wasn't a cheater, though. According to her, she's not a cheater. This Sandra lady is not a cheater. The marriage has ended. She's single and she can mingle with whoever she wants. So she's not a cheater, actually.
Why is the audio saying that they want to do something one last time? Is it me?
Do you know what, MP? Did you listen to every audio?
I listened to enough. Stop asking me that question.
No, you cannot say that, though.
No, I'm asking you a very straightforward. No, answer my question first. Don't act like a Nigerian. Answer my question first. Why is there in that audio they were trying to do it one last time? If it wasn't cheating.
You know why I asked you that? I'll answer your question, but do you know why I asked that? Because there's another audio where she also was complaining. So it's not just one day. It's not a one-day conversation. I think if you listen to the audio, you can tell that it's from different days or different, I don't know.
So that takes me back to the question again.
Yes, now 1 second. There's an audio where she already alluded to he wouldn't talk to me, he wouldn't have anything to do with me, blah, 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 right? So there's I mean, to be fair, it's hard to sit through the audios because they're just very long, to be honest. But she's alluded to being neglected in so many ways in a previous audio. Now, that last audio, it seemed like it was, at this point, the audio before that one said that he had now confronted her, pretty much, right? But my thing now is, what I wanted to say with Sis Janet is, I feel like we have to be able to admit that it is wrong to not cleanly end a situation. Clearly, their marriage was probably at the end, not ended. There's a difference, in my opinion. At the end, we're having so many issues that we clearly cannot get past. I, as the woman, I'm fed up with you. I'm providing. I'm tired of your cheating. You're not pulling your weight. It's at the end, but hasn't ended. There's a difference, and I don't agree that because something is at the end, you're allowed to cheat. Just end it cleanly and move on. You have to be honest about that.
Yeah, you can be honest about that. That's fine, but it's already ended. Just because it's not on pieces of paper, yeah. Well, yeah, you can say you can officialize it, you can formalize the ending by having a bit of paper saying, okay, this marriage has ended. But the thing is that the marriage has broken the very moment, the very first time Frankie cheated. That's it.
No,
In my opinion, the moment you've stepped out of that marriage, the person that broke the marriage is the first person to step out.
Sis, I want you to, I know that we have opinions, but let's go with the context of the people we're dealing with. In her opinion, the first time he stepped out, it did not end. That's why she was begging him and crying for him to come home. In her opinion,
yeah, well, she decided to stay. In her
opinion, her marriage did not end when she stepped out. It did not end, so we can't say that.
Abby, can I finish, please? So what it is that, in my opinion, we're all arguing opinions. Everyone's saying that you should stay with someone that's cheated. You should forgive them. I'm of the opinion that no, cheating is a deal breaker for me personally. The moment that you've decided to cheat on me, you've literally declared the marriage open-ended, either open or ended. In my opinion, cheat, because that's how I feel. Now, she decided to stay because she's thinking that he could change. But he repeatedly showed her that he had no respect, no regard for her well-being, or her finances. In my opinion, she don't have a husband. At that point, she don't have a husband. She has a parasite. That's not a husband. And if she wants to say, you know what, I'm breaking free of this, okay, she's filed for divorce. She did what she had to do. She filed for divorce. The moment that you've decided that you filed for divorce, the marriage is ended, people. It's just not being formalized yet. And according to her, she actually didn't cheat until the thing was ended. Okay, she doesn't have the paperwork. But the thing is that sometimes, especially in Nigeria, do you know how long it takes to actually even get a divorce? I know someone that's been 5 years trying to get a divorce in Nigeria, the way it works out. Even in the UK, the earliest time you can even get a divorce, I know mine took about a year, and we didn't have it had no children, no assets, no nothing. It still took a whole year. So in that whole year, he's going off doing his own thing that he was doing in the marriage. I think it's only fair that she could do her own thing too. That's the way. But yeah, if you want to wait until you get your decree absolute before you move on, that's a personal choice. But in reality, that marriage had already ended. That's the way I see it.
All right, thank you, Sis Janet. I'm not.
If I may say something, Abby.
Sorry, Uncle Dayo. We're analyzing people's lives, right? And I feel like when there's opinion, there's opinion. But I'm even trying to explain, because I put up a screenshot and my question is in line of what I'm trying to address, which was also MOP's MOP's last question about shame, right? At the end of the day, we have to come to a point where we're actually like, what's the word? We're actually being fair. For something to end, the other person has to be somewhat aware that it's ended. The other person has to be aware that you did not forgive this thing that they've done to you, right? We cannot just say if somebody does this thing is the end, because you had an option to also say, you had the opportunity to also say to them, this thing that you have done is a deal breaker and I'm done. But if you pretend to forgive them, if you pretend to fight for your marriage, and then you're now stepping out, then you're clearly not on the same page. So the other person can also hold you accountable for that. Now, in her own situation, she's come to defend herself to say, well, I did this because of this. Then fair enough. But there's no place that she said the marriage had ended. Everything that she said was just all of the things she had to forgive and all of the things she had to endure, of which, to be very frank, unfortunately, nobody sent you to endure. And we say this all the time. Sissy says all the time. You gotta endure poor man. You gotta endure cheating man. Anything you see, you collect. Nobody begged you to endure. Should we give you trophy for enduring? No, we can't give you trophy for enduring. Go ahead, Uncle Dairo.
Thank you, Abby. I just wanted to clarify something here, okay? What MOP was asking is quite sacrosanct, and I really like the question. But in the case of this one now, I don't want us to kind of back on the wrong horse, because we are trying to kind of make sense out of what the lady is doing, as if she has the right to do it because of whatever the guy is doing. No, in the proper context, two wrong does not make a right. Marriage is a sacrosanct institution that both partners are expected to be loyal and to be committed to each other. If one partner steps out, the normal thing is for the other partner to put an end to it or to break off the marriage. At that point in time, we saw what happened to May now. May Edochie, we saw what happened. When the husband begin to like misbehave, what did she do? She stepped out. She cut it off. That's the way it's supposed to be. Not you staying in that same marriage and you are doing your own back. As if, okay, because my husband is doing this, me too, I'm doing this. No, it's not right. She would have been very, very celebrated if only she had ended it and she moved on, and then whether she want to go out with a shike or with an go now or whatever, does not really matter. But while you are still in the marriage, that's why people are coming for her. The man is a low life, accepted. But you too, going into the gutter with your man, you have really disturbed, you have really destroyed everything about you also. Because mind you, she may want to get married some other day. And the very first thing that will come to the man's mind that wants to marry her will be that, oh, this lady was once married and she cheated in the marriage. If she cheated in the marriage, for the man to marry her, for another man to marry again, you may have to think about it deeply. So these are the issues. And then secondly is that we are not here to come and blame anybody. We are here to extract lessons and to extract some morals that will benefit everybody in society. We have young ones that are still planning to go and get married. If we now start talking as if doing tit for tat in marriage is okay, then the ones that are coming into the marriage, we also imbibe that and say that since it seems normal, let me do it also. No. We should not allow our personal sentiment to now make us to be talking and to be siding what we know is not morally justifiable. So please let us make it clear. Frank was wrong. The wife too was wrong in her own way. So nobody is a saint here. Thank you.
Thank you, Uncle Dayo.
Today is my I told you so day. So I'm chill. If you notice, I have like a nice cool water next to me. The weather is beautiful today. Over here.
Oh, today's my happy day. I'm so happy. I really am a man of prestige because I'm tired of hearing that, oh, we don't give her a trophy for enduring, but we're quick to castigate her for allegedly stepping out, which she claims that she did not do anyway, which in my opinion, once we've said that, okay, he's established himself as a cheater, she's got evidence, according to her, she's got evidence that this person, she named names. These are the people that she got with. I mean, at what point? The marriage is over. Let's say it. We'll say, oh, well, two wrongs don't make her right. No, I think that's the problem. Men have gotten away with women suffering in silence too much when it comes to this whole cheating thing, especially in Nigeria. They claim, oh, I can cheat and still love my wife. I could do this, that, or the other and still love my wife. And she's supposed to just sit there and bear it. I think the time has come when men have to be scared of women too. That's the only way women gonna get respect. Be scared that your wife can cheat on you. Yes, it's a good thing. Know that your wife's got options as well. It's a good thing, you know, instead of just taking her for granted, which is exactly what Frank and his ilk, men like Frank. I'm not saying every man is like that, but men like Frank, they deserve the karma they get. They deserve it, and I'm all for it. I'm here for it. Thank you.
So first of all, I'm the one that talked about trophy, and I stand by that. And I have not castigated this lady. I've literally been backing her the whole time. But there comes a time, I don't care about feminism or anything. There comes a time when there has to be balance. Right is right, wrong is wrong. if somebody, see, the thing about even cheating is that it's no longer about the other person. At what point are we honest about a man cheats on you, you cheat on him back in the relationship? Who are you doing? Are you doing him or are you doing yourself? Like, for me, it's so silly. The best thing you can do to somebody, that for yourself to do to someone that cheats on you, is to turn your back against them. Not cheat. It's not a competition. You disrespect yourself when you cheat back. Turn your back against them. That is the reward you give to somebody that cheats on you or treats you poorly in a relationship. So all of these ones that the relationship is not open, the marriage is not open because one person cheated. No, you end things cleanly and then you move on to the next thing. Turn your back against people that treat you poorly. Don't retaliate because you are disrespecting yourself by retaliating. There's no such thing as tit for tat when it comes to your own body and your own choices. That cannot be the reason that you want to sleep with somebody because he did it. You want to sleep with somebody, end it cleanly. I no longer want to be with you because you broke my trust. This is a deal breaker for me. The end. And like I said, you cannot now come out and start crying that you did this, you did that, I begged you. And I say this all the time. I have empathy for women all the time that in this situation, because I always say a lot of us can be strong women and walk away from situations that don't serve us. Other women are not, because in some situations, they probably don't have the same self-esteem that some other people do. A lot of them may have some sort of trauma that makes them attached to toxic situations, whatever the case is. But at the end of the day, you do not get a trophy for enduring. And then now, when you now find your strength, now say that this is what you did to retaliate. When you find your strength, you're supposed to leave. That's what you're supposed to do, not retaliate cheating.
No, if you slap me, I'll slap you back. I'm sorry. The day of turning the other cheek has not served us as women. If you slap me, I will slap you back. That's it. Yes, and I will feel happy. It will make me feel happy. It will make me feel very, very happy that I did that. And I will slap you back and I will still walk away and be happy.
No problem. No problem. That's your own take. Thank you. But I don't want to correct something that you said earlier on. Marriage is not over because somebody cheats on the other. What makes a marriage? There is something that makes it a marriage. Marriage did not start from the moment you start sleeping together as boyfriend and girlfriend. It started by either a document in the law court or by payment of dowry, which is the main thing. And it ended by the dissolution of the law court's certificate and by returning of the dowry. So when you say marriage is over because a man is cheated, so a man has stepped out, that so it's no longer marriage. You are wrong. You are so wrong, man. The marriage is still until whatever makes it a marriage for them, either by court or either by traditional wedding, whatever they have done is broken. That's when the marriage is over. So marriage is not over, and they know it. So because here it's not about personal what to feel. Of course, we all have right to our own personal whatever, but it's about saying it the way it is, so that other people that will listen to this later on they may learn one or two things from there. So when you are saying your own belief, I quite respect it. Fine, tit for tat, good. But in a normal setup like marriage, we know that it does not end up anywhere good. It's like you are a thief, for instance, now, because you stole from me, I should steal from you. That makes me a thief too, and I'm not a thief. So because you are manifesting your gutter does not make me that I too should not go into the gutter with you. Except, of course, if you have that tendency in me. The fact that somebody is doing something wrong to me does not make me to. Now, it's like, see, you can take it to any level, apart from all this issue of maybe cheating or no cheating. Apart from even, in fact, let's even use the word that we are even talking about now. When it comes to cheating, the only thing that can make you to cheat in the retaliation is because you have cheating in you already. I can bet you, if you don't have cheating in you already, if you are not prone to it, if your partner cheats on you, the best you can do is to walk away, turn your back on it, and move on, because it is not in your nature. It's not in your nature. You are not a cheater. Why will you cheat? Because somebody else cheats on you.
Thank you.
If you do that, thinking that you want to get back at the person, you are not. You just show that is who you are. You are a cheater too. Simple as ABC.
Okay, fine. Yeah, you can call them the names, whatever they want. I'm not bothered. The thing is that if you break the terms of a contract, that contract is over. Period. It's breach of contract. The contract was supposed to be you and me be faithful together. Okay, and you break the terms of that contract, that voids the contract. That's it. I'm surprised that she stayed over after repeatedly being cheated on, exposing herself to danger. But I'm sorry, the moment someone breaks the terms of a contract, the contract is voided. Okay, you're waiting for the paperwork, fine. Whatever you do before the paperwork comes in, but it's over. Because it's a deal breaker for me. I'm not a cheater. I'm sorry. I don't condone it. But it is a deal breaker. And the moment that anyone, and I think the reason why a lot of people do go ahead and cheat, and especially the men who think it's okay, is because there has never been consequence. What I'm applauding right now is the fact that there is now consequence for those things. There is consequence, and it's now in a public form. And yeah, I'm okay for it. I applaud it. End of.
All right. Let me say something. So the aura for aura thing, right? It's cute when we're talking about it on social media. In real life, nations are invaded and taken over, right? People die, people are destroyed in real life. And that's why, again, in conversations, I get it, all of us can have opinions, right? But the aura for aura thing is not as simple as infidelity or adultery in marriage. It's a deeply rooted strategy that if you're ready to do that, you're essentially choosing that you want to destroy everything. And I think a lot of people really think that is just, again, there's some things that I always say this anyway. There's some things that our social media crews just talk, But in real life, this young lady today, the last thing she would want to have is this audio out there. When she was doing what she needed to do to protect herself emotionally or to do a quick escapism in the form of an young man's bola, the last thing she wants today is for us to be discussing this in a 2-hour conversation where it's just all of us can get away with just this talk. We can talk. We can have opinions for days, but she's not going to get away with this just as much as Frank is not getting away with all his stupid talk all over the last several months. You understand? So at some point, we ask people to put their swords down. There's a reason for that. Not because they're dumb, not because we're asking them to be stupid or to turn the other cheek. Where turn the other cheek sound like, oh, it's just for the weak. Like it's only the weak that does it. Sometimes you have a lot at stake, and there's somebody who is wise will tell you put the sword down. Hopefully you're able to listen, or you make the other choice, like let's just scatter everything. I just want us to have a good perspective of what we're talking about. It's not just, particularly when it comes to family. When it comes to the family structure and marriage, it's not a contract. It is a contract at the courthouse, but there's a lot that happened before you went with one witness. If it was just a contract, they might, some certain contract they'll ask you for one witness, but when it comes even to the state in the secular world, it's not just a contract. That's why you couldn't just sever it. Even after both of you agree at home that it's over, you still have to go through proper divorce proceeding. What does that tell us? It's not as simple as it's a contract. I'm talking about real life now, right? So I think, the aura for aura thing, let's just remember that it's only cute on the internet. In real life, people are destroyed. If I slapped you first, and then you say you're not going to turn your other cheek, I might not slap you next. You might not slap me next too. That's why I said we don't know. May the best fighter win, right?
And I agree with you. But the thing is that this advice of breaking things cleanly, give that advice to the person who cheated first. before they stepped out and cheated
Wait.
on their wives or
Let
spouses.
me finish.
The thought of breaking the marriage cleanly before they decided to step out.
Let me
Don't give
finish.
it to the person who was the victim when the person that has been cheated on. Don't give that advice to them.
Let me finish. In this moment, what we're emphasizing is this. First of all, cheating is not a crime. Okay? Cheating is not a crime. If you cheated, you cheated. You're just a human being. It's okay to smack you on the hand and say, "Papa," you collect. Somebody finds out, they can't forgive you, they will dump your ass, or they will cheat back on you. Guess what? After you cheat back, or you cheat first, or you cheated, or you the cheater, when you get to court, they will send you through the civil court. It's not a crime. I think because you used the language castigate earlier on. For someone to just admit they're a cheater, it's not castigating, it's just what is. If you stepped out on a marriage that's still binding, that's called cheating. If you stepped out on an agreement that's still binding, that's called cheating. Right? And we're not talking about cheating, by the way. We're talking about adultery. Just to be clear, we're talking about adultery.
Oh, now you're just splitting hairs.
Yeah.
You're just splitting hairs, man of prestige. At the end of the day, like I said before.
You didn't let me finish, you know you don't like to be interjected, Janet. You didn't let me finish. Let me finish.
Okay, fine.
Right.
Since cheating is not a crime, what are we even talking about? It's not a crime. We're only human. Why are we not giving this woman her grace, her that grace?
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
I love that.
What's
I
going
don't want peace.
Precisely what I am talking about is what you're trying to fight for. It's just, I think, the aura for aura thing when we're talking about marriage. I was gonna wait for like maybe next 7 hours or something if Abby is still here, so that we can actually get
next 7 hours. You are who?
so that we can catch cruise and then get to the real deal of this. If you're going to do aura, sometimes, let me even be frank with you, Janet. Sometimes it's aura for oral, but I'm just trying to say, let's make sure it takes patience. Let's make sure that's what we're going for, because some people they don't. You can't do that. Turn your other cheek. You're right about that, But when it comes to family matters, I think we should take it a little bit more seriously and understand that if a person cheated on you, dump their ass. That's the best payback. If you end up in these social media streets and we're dragging you, you're going to feel terrible. It will be a lot more smoother for you to just move on with your head on your shoulder, as opposed to lying to yourself that aura for aura suddenly makes you feel better. It doesn't. For an average human being, I mean. Of course, there's always exceptions to the rules.
Do you know what it is, MOP? Especially for me. This whole thing of what Janet said about advise the person, something cleanly. This is not a case of marital vows. And this is a case of somebody steps out on their partner, and for that partner, they're not having it. It's a deal breaker for them, right? I don't get to talk to the person who has broken their vows. I don't care about you anymore. Just like MOP said, I said the same thing. For me, as a woman, I don't think that there's anything feminine, there's anything beautiful about deciding that you're going to cheat back. For me, what is more powerful is to actually turn your back against someone that treats you poorly. There's no point in doing all of those, because I don't know if you're somebody that conducts yourself in a certain way. If you're ever in a situation where you do anything to hurt somebody deliberately because they hurt you, you will never feel good about it later. I mean, if you're obviously a certain kind of person, that's fine. But if you're someone who actually has certain morals and values, if you're ever in a situation where you retaliate, you feel very, very awful about it afterwards. Meaning that most of the time when you retaliate, it ends up even hurting you more than it hurts the other person. In my head, someone that can cheat on me and someone that can break our vows and make me cry does not have a working conscience. In my head, I have a working conscience. I don't want to be in that space. I don't want to be that person, even with them, right? So that's why I asked the question, when women do all of these cheats back, who are you even doing? When actually the greatest payback is for you to leave, especially in this situation where she was the breadwinner. She's clearly a very beautiful woman, very well accomplished. I checked her clients list. See, I said it earlier. Frank is crashing out because he's lost a hottie. For you to be in your 40s and look that way, right? For you to have that clientele list, he's lost a hottie. He's lost a woman that was looking after him and even children from his previous marriage. That alone is enough to crash out. So why wouldn't you carry that same grace and remove yourself from that situation? What would be the point with cheating with Chike? And when I even think about it, when I even heard about, with all of Chike's interviews that I've played so far, the setup of things, that woman, in my opinion, even deserves better than Chike. No disrespect. She deserves someone that will finally provide for her, someone that will finally allow her to relax. So who is she even doing in all of these things? So for me to now start advising someone that already did something bad, why would I do that? My advice is for the person that was done wrong, that was wronged in this situation, is finish things cleanly, move on and do better. Date a better man that would even make this thing, that this crash out that Frank is having is minor. If she actually, and I think these are the sort of things that I also in a sense admire about someone like me. That whole idea of course, she's not my favorite person because she even chose to stay with that. I mean, if things did not come out on social media, May would probably have seen me married to you, if I'm being honest. But one of the things that I really respect about May is how she kept quiet and just did things a certain way. Those kind of things hurt way more, in my opinion, than all of these things. I'm not even here to police anybody on how they should handle things or whatever. But at the end of the day, the point of this thing is actually for us to extract lessons, right? And we have to be honest about the dynamic of things. There's no situation where I will go and advise somebody to finish this clean.
All right.
I don't believe
Sorry,
that. I think the only reason why Frank is crashing out is because he got a taste of his own medicine. That is what is making him crash out.
Let me finish what I'm saying, please.
You can still walk away and give that person a taste of their own medicine.
Can I finish what I'm saying? Can I finish what I'm saying?
You've just been repeating yourself, love. It
doesn't matter. It doesn't mean you have the right to interrupt me.
Uncle Beno, how are you feeling, brother? How are you feeling?
MOP, I tell you, say I'm in shock. But make Abby finish first. Abby finish so that I can see if I can see one or two
Can I take over the show? I'm not finishing.
You will come and finish with your Gen Z. That's for both will not they do.
Happy.
I'm chewing my show.
You are chewing nice. I know everybody did para. This one really they had. I know.
You see, Uncle Beno, before you continue, I know you want to drop. You've been trying to drop in though. Go ahead. I'll wait.
No, I just want to do like maybe 20-30 minutes rounds, engage my community. Because
20-30 minutes.
I will do 2 shows on this thing. Seriously. This is the first time ever since we.
No, Uncle Ben, do you want to do 20-30 minutes? Can I just say something real quick then?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, all right. So I just want everybody to pay attention. Cheating is a very sensitive topic. It's obvious, right? So the reality is that most people have either cheated or have been cheated on. What I mean by that is betrayal, not necessarily adultery. Okay? And cheating hurts. No, betrayal hurts all the time. Okay? Betrayal hurts all the time. If you said you were going to do something, but you do something else, and that tampers with trust, when I say hurt, it doesn't just hurt the perpetrator of the behavior. It hurts the relationship. Because a relationship without trust, what do you have? Poto, right? So and that's I want to encourage people to start looking at cheating as betrayal of any type, and to start protecting their relationship from a proactive standpoint. From that standpoint, right? From that standpoint of being proactive, right? as opposed to being reactive. Because what ends up happening is that you self-destruct if all of it is just reactive. Sometimes you react, you're a human being, of course, but we have to look at it from a proactive standpoint. And that's what I'm starting to push right now. Before you end up in this situation where somebody is mistakenly side of a Kwekus Angola, there's a lot of betrayals that happen before all of that. And no one is paying attention to that, you know. So this idea of who did it first, who did it first, who is counting, who is measuring, should be anything, right? It's the thief that you catch that's a barao now, you know. So at the end of the day, the best thing you can do for you. Thank you, Jared, Uncle Dayo. Until a mobani barao. So that point is that if you catch them, that's when you know. So like you guys have been saying all day, I've seen all kind of all the ladies have been saying all day. I've seen all kind of stream around this and content, and people saying, yeah, you know, if you know, is if you catch a woman, it's you know, people bragging around this kind of stuff. I get all of the crews. At the end of the day, your relationship, the one you planned to do for a lifetime, is inside the poto. What is there to be proud about, right? Nothing, you know. And by the way, you're collecting strays and you're collecting all kind of trauma, and you're going to take that into your next relationship. And just because you were the victim doesn't mean you go scot-free. You're going to have to heal, regardless of what side you fall in. So I think it's, you know, as we're getting into this, Uncle Beno, I'll try to join as much as I can. I think it's a big topic. I think it's bigger than aura for aura. The aura for aura part of it, that's cute, but that's not really real life. Yeah. Thank you.
MOP. Honestly speaking, this is the first time ever since I've been running this YouTube thing that I found a topic that is somehow, it triggers me, it's emotional, it just brings all kinds of feelings to me right now. And this is not like me. Everybody should know self. I've been here like almost 42 minutes now. I'm just thinking, should I say something? Should I not say something? Because at the verse, even though I'm trying to joke or cash cruise with all of this, is triggering me. And you will actually be shocked the reason why I'm triggered. Even though I'm talking about this girl, Sandra, she do this, she do that. Waiting, they made me the para, not Frank, honestly speaking. But let me just do this. Let's see if I can be able to put my thoughts together, if I never mess everything up. I've been over, make I just borrow like 20 minutes from your show. Can I do that, Mama?
Borrow 1 hour even.
John now. I'll be John now.
Hey, I'll give you 1 hour now. 1 hour.
No, I don't believe you. We don't believe you.
I mean, you know what? I want to go and eat. I'm going to eat, so enjoy.
Abby, you know I'm at work, so I just
Abby, you're going to eat around after 10? What are you talking about?
Because I forgot.
No, too late. She won't get one pack like me. Don't mind her. And you know they eat better, you know. Now all those expensive food we know they belly food body she they eat too. Who knows now? If you go take one snack now, they try and talk say she eat. Well, Abby, 20-30 minutes. Am I free to go?
Yes.
All right, Mommy. Thank you very much. Yeah. All right, thank you.
It's Recap Central. I be in the building, giving us the juice and the gist. Bring the gen vibes on the rock.
You are watching Trending Vlogs with UB.
Welcome to UB Reactions, the place where we keep it real. Today, we've got some hot topics, so let's jump right in. I am UB, your favorite Gen Z uncle, and this is my take.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Honestly speaking, let me change this real quick. I just want to do like 20-30 minutes just to sample what everybody is thinking and engage our community. And I just want to talk about this boo of the bullets thing. MOP, did you see this boo of the bullets trending? It's still trending now, Sefu.
The boo of the bullets. Your boo too is somebody else's boo. You too, your boo has a boo. Let them continue. I dare here. I'm very patient, Baba.
So, boo of the bullets. Uncle Dayo, Sherry, boo of the bullets. Uncle Dayo must see this one. Everybody has been following this story all day. We just don't know where to come from. Uncle Dayo, have you
Yes.
heard boo of the bullets?
Boo of the bullet. I know about boos now. Your boo has a boo.
There is a reason they are calling Chike boo of the bullets. Now.
Chike is the boo of the bullets.
Chike
This
is
boy,
the boo of the bullet now. It's
this
the one that
boy.
they are using to get back. In fact, it's like, let me put it in another slang. Chike is the helper of the helpless. Simple as ABC.
Uncle Beno, I saw the video I saw of this guy. He's at the age of 33. He's talking about 23 is too young. I said, this one. Hey, voila.
Honestly speaking, even though I've been catching cruise all day, talking about Sandra, and even when I was doing the caption of this show, I said, no shame, no honor. I'm just trying to just kind of do a little bit broader with me. I'm actually mad at Frank. And Frank is living his life, to be frank, to be honest. But the reason I am mad at Frank is not just directly at Frank alone, but I'm mad at so many men, a lot of men who have been doing this cheating thing. I'm not a saint too. Nobody should think, oh, this boy want to pay himself. I'm not a saint, but at least for one thing, I can pump my chest. I can always beat my chest. I'm an Ondo man. An Ondo man is very, very proud. I used to tell my wife every time, babe, if anything is going to rock this ship at all, if this ship is going to get capsized, this marriage thing that we are on, the last thing that going to be responsible for that will not be me cheating on you. So I always walk holding my head high up. So no matter what is happening at home, I don't give an F, because I know one of the worst injury, the worst pain I can inflict on a woman is to go and start sleeping around. I'm not giving myself credit, and I'm not excusing all other men out there that are not doing it, that are not cheating. But I just want women to understand one thing. You got to appreciate your husband. If you can count 2, 3, 4, 5 years to 10 years that your husband I don't know if he's doing, but if you have not had anything like that, you are not suspecting him, he's not moving mad, at least appreciate that man. The same thing goes for every man. 5 years, 10 years, you've not heard nothing, no suspect, nothing. You look at your wife's phone or anything, no stain come close to that woman. You should be worshiping that woman. Because this thing about cheating is deep. It's deep. And in as much as some men feel like they have the monopoly to cheat, they also should know that some women might be mad enough to do the same thing. So this issue about Chike, Sandra, who else again? Frank. It's not just about them. It's about all of us as Black people, as Nigerians. Enough should be enough. I'm really pissed. I'm really, really pissed about all of this drama. Because these folks that are moving like mad people, especially men that are moving mad and women that are moving crazy, they don't know that when Kasala bursts, the shame and everything comes back to all of us. Even if we are trying to exonerate ourselves, say, oh, it's them, forget. They're still going to end up put everybody in the same basket. So this boo of the bullets thing, when I saw it trending earlier today on a post where one lady was saying, Chike, my husband have never touched me in a while. Chike, I beg. If I can find you. I say, this woman is drunk. So I swipe again. And before I know, I've read close to 20-something comments from women. Many of them hailing Chike. Many of them, some even say Chike should go and release new music. They will stream it. And I started asking myself, Even though these women are typing as if it's a joke, it's not a joke. Some of them are really typing from a place of deep pain. They're typing from a place of really, really deep pain, deep anger, even if we're trying to make fun of it. So then I started thinking, what's wrong with Frank? What's going on with Frank? How can this guy be this dumb? You know, I kept saying something. And sometimes when I say it, even me myself, I will say, they are jealous me. Sometimes I always say this, that you can hear grammar from now to tomorrow. You can speak like there is not tomorrow. Your mouth is sweet. They will say, oh, wow, he speaks so good. Oh, all those does not translate to wisdom. Example of those type of people is the Frank we are talking about now. Frank knew himself and this lady, they had a mess going on. They got divorced. Why don't Frank just keep it moving? Just forget about it. In which wisdom was Frank thinking that, oh, let me figure out how to get one blogger. I'm going to throw this guy in, without imagining that there's going to be a backlash. MOP, you are a marriage coach or relationship coach. And I believe I've said this on your platform and even here so many times, that the majority of these people getting married, they don't know each other. Even as we speak right now, there are still a lot of people who are in marriage right now that they don't know each other. Because what just happened with this ladies coming back now, typing everything she has just written, it just tells me that Frank underestimated this woman. Frank completely took her for granted. Frank did not really know who he was married to. Because if Frank had knew that the lady he was married to is Dagbana Shoko, I think Frank would have think twice before he will start going to podcasts and be yarning rubbish. He completely underestimated this lady, which tells me he really don't know her at all. And for those of us who live in Nigeria for a while, who knew what celebrity status feels like, I think I can do some projection here again. Sister Janet, don't come for me, my paddy. Because you know what? Yeah, you know I told you.
Uncle Bello, why do you think I play Oben? This man have no idea.
I'm telling you. Did you know I said the last time when we had one show, and Sister Janet came here and said, because Nigerian men are agents of chaos, it hit differently. I have to go back and think about what she said. What else describe an agent of chaos than what Frank has done now? You married to this lady, you are the one cheating on her, doing all the drama and everything. And if we have to go by what the lady is saying, the only thing you brought into this marriage is your celebrity status. I say Kurofonier. I even thought when this guy was hosting Who Want to be a Millionaire, I thought him himself would have been a billionaire. You knew exactly that you were nobody in that marriage, that your empty coconut, empty body, now you just carry the water. And you are still cheating. Okay, you do this cheating. So your woman can't go cheat on you with Chike. This is why I kept saying these folks lack wisdom. What in the world, as a man, would you come outside and start telling people my wife cheated on me? Don't you even, your brain not tell you saying that disgrace me that? You even open your mouth, my wife was sleeping with this man. You think you are disgracing the woman? Please, brotherhood, listen. You are not disgracing her. You are just telling the entire world how empty you are, how less of a man you are. Yes, I'm not excusing women that are cheating on their husband, but I'm just telling you, you have to move with wisdom. If your wife cheats on you, kick her out and shut your mouth. Nobody should hear about it. It's nothing to be proud of.
Simple. See, the real no shame.
To be proud of.
The real no shame.
You feel me? Honestly, there is nothing to be proud of. Keep your damn mouth shut. That's what makes you. In fact, if the woman even find out that despite her stupidity of sleeping with another guy, you help her put a lead on it. Even if you are divorced, she's still gonna respect you for that. You are a man, for crying out sake. Men don't look for ways to say, I will try that divorce. Everybody will know she's an ashawo. Bro, go and sit down.
Men don't do aura for aura. Real men don't do aura for aura.
Exactly. So that's why I keep saying, I don't know. Many of these folks, they lack wisdom. They don't know how to move. I think I need to create a class where we go teach these men how to be a special coconut head and how to move as a coconut head. Because this
It's
coconut
about time.
head is not coconut, you know.
It's about time, Uncle Ben. It's about time, Uncle Ben. Oh, yeah, me dada. It's about time. We have to.
You know, as a man, say you are both to, because all the things he has done, the way I'm looking at all of this thing, like I said, I'm still gonna do I will do show tomorrow and next tomorrow. The picture is beginning to come to me now. I don't begin. They see the missing piece in all of this now.
Welcome
All
to
the rubbish
welcome
doing,
to the club, Uncle Benno. Welcome to the club.
MOP. All the rubbish Frank was doing, and now see the end result. The end result is to just show to the whole world that, oh, my wife is sleeping around. That's why I was. You know, he is divorced twice. And when I say some things here, it go be like, say, this Uncle Bello is the generalized. I've said it. I said, when you see a man that has been married twice and ended in divorce twice, he himself is a walking red flag. Red flag, but barrier to money. Let's assume you marry a mad woman for your first marriage. You're not gonna take your time before you marry the second one. First one, what? Second one, you go. Now you are the third. Then you are still moving mad. Meaning, even what the third marriage or whoever it is you are dealing with now, you don't even respect the woman you have with you right now. I've said this over and over again on this platform. As a man, first thing you have to do is to know yourself. Two, when you start dealing with a woman and you finally get to a place whereby you feel comfortable to propose to this woman and you marry her as your wife, the first gift you want to give to that woman is respect. I will say it, I'll continue to say it. Those who get wisdom, they will understand. Women are multipliers. I practice it in my own life. I see the result. The first thing you want to offer that woman is respect. You respect her, how you talk to her. You respect her even when she's not there, how you conduct yourself, where you go, how you move, how you treat other women. You show that you respect your wife naturally, without making no extra effort. Your wife will naturally begin to respect you. Your word will be gold. So I was just quiet because Frank diverts me and I don't want to throw brothers. I don't want to throw them under the carpet. But it be like say, no time we will not go crazy with our own people. Yes, a man of
you don't have to throw men under the bus. A man that moves mad like Chike and Frank, they are already under the bus. You see, there's no mercy when it comes. That's why I said men should not compete with women. You see, these ladies, grace abounds, abundance of grace. Of course, keep me in context because they day-to-day collect in their own way, right? But when it comes to societal thing, societal level, Baba, even Chike go collect on this one.
No, they are stupid.
At 33, you have a gazillion opinions about women. What do you think that is? You know, what do you think that is? You have a ton of opinions about women at 33. At 33?
Okay.
I didn't know. Anyway, let's continue.
I will not be surprised if you end up as a single man. I don't see him marrying anytime soon. No, I'm sorry. I won't be surprised if he ends up as a single man at 45. Just watch it.
And the boy don't even know what he has done to himself now. And his fellow young men in Nigeria or even overseas that are doing all of this rubbish, sleeping with another man's wife. You know, we were be young boys before. We know the way you feel when you nailed a girl that is way above you. a girl who's from a well-to-do home, a girl that in class, in dressing, in everything, you got, when you nail that kind of girl, we know how it feels now. Or when you chase another boy girlfriend, and you do the do, you begin to look at the man and say, Lucy Mumu, I scatter your girl yesterday, you know? They think and they brag. Bro, there is something called karma. Karma la man pe. So the karma ba my jam you will scatter ni. I used to have, I don't really follow this boy, this Chike or Wiki or what. Why is it that all the people that ask KKKK to their name, they are usually mad? Make no verse. I just need to ask for a minute. Why is it all these people with Chike, Ikena, Ikechuku, Ike, Wike, with anybody with why are they always mad? I know I'm generalizing, but it's crazy.
Somebody said justice. Somebody mistyped and said justice for Wike. Let them catch you. Wike call.
No, exactly. Abi.
Oh, to Shiko. Allah, they just go Shiko. Abi.
They are terrible folks at times.
Justice for our vibrating uncle.
Justice for the bull of the bullless. No, Uncle Beno. Let me know when you're done. I'll mute.
I just wanted to ask our community a few questions, and I'm almost done already because at the para, you know how they be in MOP. I would tomorrow I go rant all through tomorrow first. But let me just ask our community first. Number one poll here, my people, make una know. So yeah, everybody, grab your keypad. You don't reach where we go begin draw the line. Today, no. I know they okay today at the para small small. First, Sandra, did Sandra cheat? Drop 1 for yes, 2 for no, 3 for aura. We need to know where we are. Everybody, both men and women. Everybody, carry your keypad. I only have, how many minutes I have left, Abby? How many minutes you give me? How many I have left?
You can take as long as you want. After
everybody, type. Where are we?
Or to a 7-hour show.
No, Abby won't be 7 hours. I promise.
We're only on 2 hours, 5 hours to go.
Oh, your normal 5 hours. We'll shut it down.
Yeah, let's begin to make it make sense. Nobody should vote twice. So say, Sister Janet, I see you. You don't.
Janet don't vote like 4 times already. See,
she won't ring the election. She want to ring the election. My sisters here, they are so good at. You see, face of don't follow her. They won't ring her now. They won't ring her now. So, for one,
you only one for 1 and 3. Can you imagine 1 and 3?
What did they say? Most of the bad pass INEC, as you see our sister say so. So the Sandra cheat, 1 for yes, 2 for no, 3 for aura. Abby, are you with me? So Abby say 1. She cheat. Uncle Dayo say yeah, cheating. Sister Janet first vote that no, she did not cheat. Efosa say to Efosa, wallahi, you are going back to the back of that bus. I was bringing you to the forward before Efosa. My lovely sis, that you are going to the back. Sister Yinka say 1. Okay, I trust Sister Yinku's Uncle Phil said 1. Then Sister Janet said 2 and 3. What's in number 3 itself? I don't forget. What did the number 3? Number 3 is aura for aura.
Actually, it's 1 and 3 in a sense. 3 and 3.
When I see they make me laugh, opposite at the best. I be no mean to laugh. I beg. Auntie Grace said 1. Faith said 1 and 3. Okay. My Bilba say 1. Sister Natu say 2. Wallahi, my bad Sister Natu or long. I go find Sister Natu. Sister Natu say 2. Sister Natu, you go explain tire. You be like here, you are not coming to the front. You are going in the back of that bus. CC said 1. All right, cool. So far, so good. We have seen that almost all the people that participated in the poll agree that she cheated. Let's call it what it is. Sandra cheat. Cheating is cheating. It doesn't matter whether your husband cheat first, you cheat in return, you are ignored, whether you are neglected emotionally, whether you need to take the edge off, because I've heard that one before here in this America. Now I don't hear that. A lot of women will just tell me, I remember one time I was having this conversation. MOP, you remember that time where we did have this conversation on your platform about sex toys? Where Tima Kagidi on global, like when I was saying we are not, nobody is doing sex toys. I have conversation with my friends, my female friends. And one of the things they tell me, you don't understand. They were telling me, Ben, you don't understand. It takes the edge off. Now that time, now I go to look at and say, what was the meaning of take the edge off? Now I come to class and say, oh, what to be that thing with the whole woman? Agro, what did they call it? Uncle Dayo, you know, man, quick, to mama will be here. Konji. Now that time, now I can't understand, say, the way Konji the whole woman is different from how Konji the woman. So they expect me to say, you be. It takes the edge off. So I don't care whether your husband neglected you, everything, nothing is happening. Cheating is cheating. Even if you take the edge off, it's still a cheating. It's all a bag of mess. Now, before I move on to the argument you guys are having earlier, when Sister Janet was saying, no, if a man cheats, she's going to cheat back or something. Let me just be honest with you. I'm a consequentialist. I am like that too. I believe in bass for both. But in this case of cheating for cheating, there is a clause. The clause is, as a woman, I'm not saying this for everybody, but some women know that you still want your dignity intact. Cheating is not what anybody should be proud of, but for a woman, I don't think cheating back for whatever reason is the way to go. Yes, dump his ass. In fact, breaking in car glass, scatter everything. But just for some kind of respect for yourself, you know, I don't think is the way to go. That's just my thing. But I'm the type of person that will say, look, if your husband cheats, you say go cheat. And the reason I will be saying that is because I'm in a place where I don't believe that anybody should be cheating on anybody. I've shared my story with you guys there before. Somebody have cheated on me before. I experienced heartbreak. I don't hear in my heart. I don't know the meaning. When it happens to me, that is where I know, say, you get how your heart go the beat. You go know, say, your heart won't pop out of the socket when they cheat on you. Then when you look at the man where your wife cheat on you with, or your girlfriend, your brain go begin picture how it take do am. You go begin question yourself. What did this guy do that I wasn't doing? Within 1 minute, you go remember all this time where you don't do since when you meet the woman. You won't figure out why. So I've been there before, and that is why I'm not doing that shit. As I did like this now, if I have to cheat, I pack my load, I come up for the marriage. Make I day my day so that I feel do my thing in peace. So I'm just preaching it like that. No, it's hot. Men don't cheat on your woman. Woman don't cheat on your man. Some people they unalive themselves because of this thing. Okay. Now let's quickly answer our second poll. I see Stanatli is here. She won't come fight, but no vet. Second poll: did Chike do the right thing by allegedly sleeping with Sandra? Oh yeah, carry your keypad, everybody. 1 for yes, 2 for no, 3 for don't blame Chike. I pray to God nobody type 3. I swear to God, anybody no drop 3. While I'm actually cast your vote quick. If I see 1 3, hey, we'll go cancel Bora Bora. Did Chike do the right thing by allegedly sleeping? Abby, make I leave your show. This your sisters won't really provoke me. I go vex now. We cannot confirm that they sleep together now.
Can I say something? Can I say something real quick? I'm going to go pick the boys up.
Go ahead. You have to go and pick my boy. Go ahead.
So I'm trying to look for at another angle. Hello everybody, MOP, Abby, Sister Janet, everybody, Uncle Dayo. Greetings.
Hello, Mommy Twins. How are you, ma? Welcome.
I'm good, sir. Thank you. So I'm just thinking, Uncle B, you know, men like people like what's his name? Paul, they are very vindictive. There's a high chance that even this cheating that he think that she cheated with Chike is probably after they separated. That probably he found out. That's one. Number two, it's probably even not Chike, but because he wants to blow the thing out, maybe somebody said he saw her with somebody like Chike, or Abino be the guy, or maybe somebody saw them greeted and hug. You go and tell him, I saw your wife with that person. They hug and they were greeting, they stood, they were laughing. I'm telling you, because men like him, when they say I will destroy you, if they form lie for you, Uncle Ben, if they form lie, you go use bleach, Ariel, soap, detergent, kitchen soap, join washer, even washing machine soap, join washer, you know, go wash come out. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I feel like Frank is trying to get at her. That's me. I feel like when they were together, all of these things that he was saying did not happen. He has moved on. She has moved on. Probably divorce is not final. So because divorce is not final, he's pulling out what's this guy's name? He's pulling out the Cardi B's husband's card and saying that is my child because he went ahead to have a child while our divorce is not final. So the child is still my child. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's my own thoughts. I don't feel like it's going to be
Okay, Sister Natu. Sister Natu, before you go, why you go drop TD for your vote? Say make them no blame chicken. What are you trying to do, Sister Natu?
Probably didn't happen when they were together. But you know, be rude.
No.
They're not together. And one of the things he tell us before. Remember, he said before, sir.
There is a message by the girl herself that Abby played this night.
That message that it can be AI. It can be AI.
No.
It's
not
has
AI.
confirmed it from
It
our
was
page now.
even she has from this conversation, you realize that it was during the time that they were still together. These things happened. So because those messages confirm it. Because for her to even tell the guy, let's do the last one before we put an end to this. If she's free now, if she's free, she doesn't need to do that. She's supposed to just continue in that. So those messages they point to the fact that they were together when this thing was going on.
There's some people that are enabling. That thing probably did not happen at that time, but because people are taking it that way, maybe she and him will say, let's do this.
Not to clap for yourself. Look at how your voice is just standing out. Clap for yourself, Natu.
Oh my goodness, man of prestige. You are so
oh my God.
I'm so done with you.
Clap for yourself
I am so done with you
for using your
right
phone to talk to us on our Bluetooth. Jesus Christ. Continue. How you doing? You okay?
Man of prestige. Leave me alone.
Man of prestige, I bet leave Mama Biggie alone. Mama Biggie want to come and do sister.
Mama Loguni, when you are listening to Natu, your ears will want to chop off like.
Oh God. See, Sister Natu, thank you. Go attend to my boys first.
Sorry. What's the hat?
Right?
Yes.
Sister Natu, we can hear you. I make I hear my boys' voice. So they be like that they sleep safe. Anyways, Sister Natu gotta go. So on this vote, seriously speaking, that's why I say I have to do another show here. We go fight. Kumama, I see you, Gary. You see, this is why I love Kumama. Kumama no gree vote. My gentle sister, she knows say trouble day.
Sorry, what was
She just came in.
What was the consensus of the
first
vote?
one?
Yeah, sorry, I had a call. Yeah.
Okay, the first vote, everybody say yes. Sandra cheated.
Okay.
Consensus.
Okay. We're on the second one. Okay.
Now this one that they made me vex now. See. This one now, Sister Yinku said 2. Sister Janet said 3. Okay. Meaning did Chike do the right thing by allegedly sleeping with Sandra? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Sister Yinku, I say no, he did not do the right thing. And then Janet said 3, don't blame Chike. Sister Natu say don't blame Chike. 3. Auntie Grace said 2, no. Okay, Efosa said 3, don't blame Chike. Lie. You know, boot near Efosa at Janet. Now, boots that go take it. Bora. Kumama said 2. Thank you, Kumama.
Which one be 5?
I love you, my sister.
Wait the eyesight they do. Which one be 5? Which one is this?
Eyesight was past I next year, man. Say said 2 and 3. Say you need to stay one place, please. Eyesight, I don't know where you see 5. I don't even know what this 5 mean. Eyesight, story or love. Uncle Dayo said 2. Okay. Shout out to Uncle Patrick in the building. Uncle Patrick said, real men are strategic with wisdom. Absolutely. Sister Funky say, hey, Theory, don't blame.
What's 3 again? No? Don't blame.
Don't blame.
Actually, I'm on 3. Oh, Uncle Beno, I'm on 3 for this one. I'm on 3.
We should do blame Chike. Okay. The police, did Chike do the right thing by allegedly sleeping with Sandra?
Yeah, I'm on 3.
Blame Chike.
I'm on 3, but that doesn't mean he escapes the consequences. But I'm on 3.
Thank you, Uncle Phil. Chike was out of line. You see, there are so many lessons to extract here to your Lord. Don't let us do this the way we want to do.
Uncle Ben.
First of all, Uncle Diamond, first of all, when I listen to what Sandra said and all the allegation and everything against Frank, and when I listen to that audio, something tells me that Chike, to be honest, make I cut and slack, Chike probably got lured into that shit. That Sandra seems to me like a woman who can actually trap Chike. Even though Chike himself is stupid, let's not forget that. But with the way Sandra is talking, Sandra seems to be the one who is the dominatory one in that thing they got going on between both of them. That's the energy I'm getting from the audio. Abby, I don't know if you understand me.
Yeah. Remember, I mentioned this now. That whole thing of when she even shouted at him. I think she said
so
they're talking rubbish or something.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm sorry. Because one thing I can tell you is this. I confessed to you guys there before, say they don't do this shit with me before. Older women know how to trap a younger person. Forget. Even old women know how to even trap older men, not to talk of younger boys itself. We can't talk of women, we get money, we get influence. What are we talking about?
Uncle Beno, if you change 3 to Chike go collect, I will still choose 3. You get me? I will still choose 3. Yeah.
Okay. So my point.
Go ahead.
No, but my point, so that I could just leave now, is that I have issue with Chike, and as Uncle Beno, I think I will do a full episode on young boys who are moving like Chike. Chike could be innocent. From that audio, this guy was actually begging Chike that they need to do one more. I am suspecting Chike finally get the full picture at the point that, hey, this guy is cutting up with us. I want to get out of this rubbish. Because from that audio, unless not be the same audio way I hear, from that audio, the guy was asking Chike that he's talking, he's saying you said this, you said that. And that tells me probably Chike was like, baby, hey, Sandra, you told me you guys are off. Now you are still married and all of this. I have a career, I have a name. I don't think we can do this. And then the way Sandra is talking, Sandra is actually manipulating him, even though he's a criminal too. But I just want to cut him a little slack from there. Now, let's move on to my last poll.
Uncle Ben,
I will yield for a man of practice.
Uncle
Yes,
Ben,
sir.
there's something that you are missing here, because we have to face the fact. Any man that goes after married women, no matter the excuse, the spirit of untimely death is following that man. See, yes, I'm telling you, Uncle Beno, spirit of untimely death is following that man. And for any man, Uncle Ben, no, shake. I'm just saying it the way it is. But
Uncle Dayo, say one time, I'll be multiple times. To say multiple times, I'll be
it may be multiple times, and that means spirit of death is following him. Because I can bet you, Uncle Beno, the thing is that if anybody ever believes in the law of karma, okay, now did you know that I think in most parts of the world, if a man should come at you when you are sleeping with the wife and buy you, the man will not be charged with murder. Because the law realized that the man is under duress at that time, he does not know what he was doing. So that means if you buy you just go to place. In fact, and like a place in Nigeria now, if it happens here in Nigeria, if a man buy you on top of his wife, and they maybe see you with the wife and buy you, now 7 years they will give her for prison. You go and come back out. Now your own end. So that's why I said any single man or even married man that is going after a married woman, now spirit of untimely death now in the worry. So this boy Chike, I'm sorry for him. I'm not cursing him, but he knew what he was doing and went ahead and did it. Thank you.
Okay. But Uncle Dayo, na really you are playing with untimely dead, Joe. But anyway, here is my last poll.
It sounded like Mrs. Ibiyomi. and the husband snatchers.
Anyway, let's take our last poll. Everybody grab your keypad. This is going to be where I will wrap up my own contribution on Abby show today. The question here is, going by everything we've heard from the video of Frank saying, I am the king of malice, to Wike, why am I calling Wike? Chikike. I told you all these KKK, they are problem. To Chike being the bull of the bullies, to Sandra holding her ground and saying, you know what, I sleep with two. But boy, you know, women can be petty at times. I see this Sandra like somebody who will actually call Frank and say things like, Frank, you won't play this dirty game, I will show you. Make I tell you, that boy, they fuck nonsense. He don't scatter me. He scatter everywhere. You are not man enough. I see this Sandra like somebody who can do like that. But anyway, if we put all of these together, my people, who is at fault? 1 for Sandra, 2 for Chike, 3 for Frank. Everybody cast your vote now.
Uncle Ben, put number 4. Put number 4. Put number 4.
What is number 4?
All of them.
Number 4,
yes.
All of them?
Yes, put number 4, all of them.
Why all of them, sir?
Because none of them can, Uncle Ben, none of them can be absorbed from this.
But Uncle Dayo, it started somewhere. If one couple, if one partner in marriage is not moving mad, I don't think the other partner will be moving crazy too. They won't get to aura for aura. How many times MOP has won about this aura for aura? Bass for boss, aura for aura, bono for bono. So, Uncle Dayo, even if we say all of them, I agree. But if we look at it, who is at fault? Generally, based on everything we've heard so far, allegedly, if we want to take it as if they are true, who is at fault?
I will say Frank, because it was the first perpetrator in this act. According to what we have had so far, it was the first perpetrator in this act. So I will say Frank, but all of them are at fault. Thank you.
Okay. MOP, just on this vote alone, before you have your
on
take,
this
who do
vote,
you think is at fault?
Franco, leadership.
Okay. Abby, who is at fault?
Who is at fault? 1, Sandra. Everybody. 4.
You are going with 4, just like I said. Okay. Based on the vote I've got so far, hey, see my sister B Palmer, lovely sister, lovely name. B Palmer say Frank, Auntie Iku say Frank. Dupsy said Chike will not die, but live to declare the glory of life.
You see this bias enough. It's enough for me to call the cap on Kama. Anybody who said that? Is that Sister Yinkus that just said that?
No, it's Dupsy. Now by Dupsy, my sister, very
them Dupsy, them Auntie B with all their biases, and they choose and pick when they want Kama to fire. That tells me that Kama is cap.
Really? No. I say 4. Oh no, damn. The Janet said 3 Frank, Ebusa said 3 Frank, Auntie Grace said 3. So far, Auntie Grace and Kumama said 3. I go with 3. But in all honesty, I think Frank is the person that messed up, to be candid. As a man, I've said this before, I will say it again as my last take. There is a reason they call us the leader of the home. We should always remember that if everything goes wrong, they always have a way of bringing it back to us as the leader. The only way we can absolve ourselves from things when it goes wrong is if we try to do at least everything right. But once we saw our own hand, we can judge from now to tomorrow. We are the leader, it will always come down. And as Africans, we know this. In Africa, if you are the eldest child in the house and your parent went to the farm and they leave maybe 4 of your siblings with you, you cannot be everywhere. But if anything still happen to any of those siblings, you will still be the one to blame. So, and even we as men, as African men, they taught all this when we were younger till we grow old. Even when we were younger, they be telling us we are going to be responsible for almost everybody. So when it comes to this thing about marriage and dealing with your woman, this is one thing I want my brotherhood to bear in mind. even though your wife is wrong, your wife is the instigator, your wife is the one that is causing all the trouble, you have to be extremely careful how you handle it because you are the man. You will be shocked that your woman can actually do some terrible things that can send you overboard. But if you don't take time on how you want to move, people will turn around and they will still blame you, and you can never ever understand it. But for me, in my own little wisdom, I've come to realize that first of all, respect your woman. There's going to be problem. When those problems happen, that is when you have to lead. And sometimes leading mean you not talking. Sometimes leading mean you, even when you are angry, just try to stay calm, give it time, take some time off, figure another way to go about it. Because I'll tell you now, there are some sisters that after they've scattered ground, they hurt you, they do everything, they will still come around and say, baby, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. And then you begin to say, wow. So you know you were wrong all along, but you are still doing this. So please, my brother, you can marry Queen of England, you can marry the most beautiful woman in this world. If you don't know how to lead her, she can turn around and make you become the laughing stock of the whole internet. Right now, we used to Reverend Frank Edoho. His voice, his commanding presence, the way he hosts Who Want to Be a Millionaire and none of that. Everything is now in the poto. I so hate to agree with MOP. Sometimes MOP go say, if they haven't hit the rock bottom, what do you want to say? See, there are so many people I hate to agree with on this platform. People like Abi, people like Sisi, Stayinka, many of my sisters here, MOP. I hate to agree with some of their points. Check up witchcraft ni. Because like MOP will say, sometimes when they never hit poto, ojú ní clear, òun ló ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Frank báyìí. Frank tó sórí dódódódódódódódó bí
tó pa ti collect ni ọkùnrin náà àti collect ni.
I don't understand. Do you even know what Frank was doing? Frank have a show that is coming up now. He has put a lot of time and effort in that show. I think he was pulling this crap, trying to draw attention to himself so he can promote the show. Now the whole thing has backfired now.
Which show is that?
He's working on the show. I heard him the other day. He's working on the show. The show is about to hit the waves. Now everything done there in the month. That's my take. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for at least waiting with the grammar. Say they even bear with indulging me. Indulging me. Abi, what's the right grammar? Indulging. Yo. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for indulging me. Abi, over to you. Continue your show. Make I put break here. No guess. Ma put break here. Ma pick out my segment. Kuma lo rob me.
It's Recap Central. I be in the building, giving us the juice and the gist. Bring the Gen vibes on the rock. Recall.
I am UB, your favorite Gen Z uncle. And this is my take.
All right, Abby, thank you, everybody. Please, when you finish, Abby, if MOP want to talk, you actually yield for me to just do my stupid rant. All right, thank you.
I just wanted to say that, you see Sandra, now she be salt, now she be pepper. That's what I wanted to say. MOP, go ahead, sir.
Sorry, who is pepper and who is salt? I'm confused.
You don't know that from that Monica film now. Monica's mom, now me be pepper, now me be salt, now me pepper. Sandra, now she be salt, now she be pepper.
Got you. Yeah, let me just a couple of things to the questions that Uncle Beno asked. Right? Did she cheat? Yes, she cheated. It's not the end of the world. Okay, and it was always in her to cheat if she was cheating back. She just needed the right circumstances to show that she is also a cheater. Okay, that's not blame. That's just calling it what it is. This moral behavior, this type of things, I don't like to assign blame to them if it's not criminal in behavior. We can just say, okay, I blame, you fought, whatever, right? But bottom line is that the actual consequences is what we need to probably be focused on. What are the possible consequences of certain behaviors, right? the best consequences in reality, if we're holier than thou, all of us as we claim, is that you will simply dump a person that cheated. But if you don't dump the person that cheated and you are sitting down there and you are pulling out cameras, or you are looking to do aura for aura, it is in you. It is who you are. You just needed the right circumstances. Like I always say, there will be more than enough justifiable things around you can point fingers out to participate in bad behavior. Okay, it doesn't mean it is not your bad behavior. So that's that to that. Did Chike do anything wrong? Of course, right? Of course. Like, how can we sit on the public platform and not outrightly just call that out? The same way we're saying, hey, if you cheated, you cheated, regardless of what you are reacting to, right? Your reactions are the actions you're responsible for. I have like a whole chapter on that in our book. So your reactions are the actions you're responsible for in the real world. You see, this come of a thing, come na water, come yapa everywhere. You don't even know what, like every time you hit like a little bit of a challenge in life, you don't know whose karma you are paying for. Maybe your fourth generation grandparents, who knows, right? How come you're not $10 daughter today or son today?
Right?
Is that karma?
Yeah.
Is that somebody's karma, right? So if for people, you know, who will say, Davido will say, like, let me tell your papa not to hustle. I mean, look at that for a karma, right? He said people are coming at Davido on Twitter, be X, and then he goes like, let me tell your papa not to hustle. He has a point, you know. Maybe you are paying for the karma of your grandparent who did not hustle. So I don't. That's not how I think. I don't think in terms. I think of my own game in this life, right? And I already know that I'm an imperfect human being. I'm not perfect. In other words, I'm going to have stumbling blocks. I'm going to stumble. I'm going to do wrong things sometimes because I have a short-sighted point of view, right? And then a lot more other times, hopefully, right? You win some, you lose some. That's how I see life. I don't, you know, these morals of a thing, I don't cheat, I don't steal, I don't lie. That stealing, that lie, I don't do it. I'm not going to buy another person's child, you know. But the cheat, betrayal, like dodge, white lie, right? Little small one, like, babe, I'm coming right now. I'll pick you up in about 5 minutes, but I'm still 15 minutes away. I give that example all the time. We do stuff like that, and somehow we think it's a better sin, right? White lies. We think it's a better sin than a grand sin. It's all sins, right? All of us are enjoying grace. It doesn't mean we should continue to perpetuate bad behavior, because the reality is that there's consequences for every one of those bad behavior. Either you call it cheating, lie, steal, or small white lie. There's if it's a pattern, right? If this is what you do all the time, it will catch up on you, right? Eventually you will collect, right? But all of us have done one-off things and stuff like that, and it is what it is. So did GK do something wrong? Yes, what we're looking at is absolutely wrong. But is he responsible for all of this wrong we're talking about? Not necessarily. Will he collect? Yes, he go collect, okay? Because at 33, and some of the stuff I heard him saying, he's not wrong on some of the things he's saying. It's just that, listen, at 33, you're not married and you have all these opinions, and then you just got caught with your pants down. Allegedly. Right? Yeah. It's not likely that this is the one area where he's chopping and cleaning mouth. It's likely he will probably think he can get away with a lot of this type of behavior. If it's a pattern, I don't see what Uncle Dayo said too far-fetched. It's just reality, you know. If it's a one-off, because as a young man, sometimes you fall into the wrong pickles by mistake, and then you catch yourself and then you know, and then you clean yourself, and then you're trying to get away from you. That's somebody else's wife, and then the person is now being recorded. Then you know, and then it's all messy. He'll be fine, you know. But no, all of this is all types of wrong. Who is at fault? Okay, I don't like to look at it as fault. I look at it as responsibility and who's to be accountable to this another family. The breakdown of another family, or maybe multiple families. Who's responsible for these two families we're talking about? Because if a family wasn't involved, who cares? Who cares which quickles you entered, what bola you fall on? We're talking about a family at the end of the day. Two families that he's failed at. There's only one person that's failed at trying to put a family structure together in this particular topic we're covering. That person is Frank. Yeah, that person is Frank. So, Frank, I'll give you 2 reasons why Frank failed. Okay, we don't have the luxury, gentlemen. You don't have the luxury to compete with women. We don't have the same experience. We don't have the same consequences. There's double standards on all ends. On both sides, right? So we don't get to do, me too, I will do. You do aura for aura with Obering, you're going to collect. You will collect, okay? It's not going to see that. I'm going to release everything. Men too should cry. Men too should speak out too, like all that stuff. Be careful. Once you have a man moving that way, Frank is another guy who have opinions for days. He has opinions for days in something that he had obviously failed at. Instead of him to be receiving, he's busy doing a lot of talking. And I will never commit to marriage again. You don't think we know that? We know you don't collect now. We can tell. But you're also telling on yourself. People that talk too much, they end up telling on themselves. I've been saying that forever. But I'm glad that we're talking about this kind of stuff. That's what I have to say so far.
Thank you so much, MOP. Uncle Patrick is here. We're actually rounding up, so Uncle Patrick.
Hey, Abby. Wow.
Uncle Patrick, sir. Good evening, sir.
MOP.
Sir.
I listen.
Yes,
I just wake up.
Good evening, Uncle Patrick. How are you, sir?
Uncle Dayo. Uncle Ben.
How are you, sir?
Good evening, sir.
Make not allow this our children learn now.
That's what we are trying to do, Uncle Patrick. That's what I'm trying to do.
King of Malice. When I go crown now, is it crowned already? When is
he has crowned himself. He
has crowned himself.
When is the coronation?
He has done that by himself.
Let me even check X. Let's see if he's trending on X. I think he's probably trending.
Wow. That guy, make I use Nigerian language. That guy, the para. I was just laughing. Say, this guy. Uncle Ben, I beg, make them know, bump up your BPO. This one where you the para every time. You need to go on vacation, I beg. No see me just now Jaja day now. Anytime I get chance, now they put man, make this kid not gonna kill me.
So
even my own picking self, I don't feel undo them. I don't try. At least then go university. That's so now. And I don't graduate. What I go do? I'm not gonna kill myself. Man, you guys are trying, I tell you, all the panelists and everything are here. And these people, man, now what can they do? I just make I hail everybody anyway.
Thank you so
God
much.
bless you. I'm on vacation.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I'm on vacation.
Thank you, sir. Enjoy your vacation, sir. Yes, sir.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you, sir.
When I listen to you, I say, where is this man getting this wisdom?
Articulate.
Uncle Patrick, enjoy your vacation, sir. Thank you very much.
All right,
enjoy your See you later.
All right.
Take care, Abby.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And Sister Janet too. This everybody, we can help me greet everybody. God bless you all.
No worries.
All right.
Thank you,
Sir.
sir.
Yes, so much.
Abby,
I wanted to say something, Abby.
Sorry, Uncle Dio, 1 second. Yes, Uncle Ben.
No verse, Uncle Dio. I'm going to make an announcement. I want to make one announcement to our people. Okay. Thank you, Abby, for the privilege. So, ladies and gentlemen, I told you
Uncle
we
Ben,
have a lot of.
Which privilege is that now? You're so dramatic.
So we have a lot of things, so many projects in the pipeline. I just wanted to announce the one that is most important to me and I think would be highly beneficial to everybody. So in case you haven't noticed, this is our book. Abby.
Yes, Uncle Ben.
This is our book, ladies and gentlemen. So This is 41 profitable small business to start from home with less than $2,000. My people, this is a gift from me to you. I've seen so many people work their butts off in this country, and the reason they are working their life away is because some of them really don't know how to start side hustle, small businesses, And for me, if there is anything that has been so helpful for me living in America, is the fact that I know how to do so many small things that give you consistent income. They never fail. So, and I've always said it here, I'm one of the person who really don't work overtime. I only work overtime when we are really short. If you are in the nursing field, you will know. There are times when we will be so short, you will know that your facility is short. That's the only time I choose to go and work. But the secret is I do a lot of little things, some bring 1,000, some 2,000. I've done something that gave me $600 a month before. Now, don't blame me. I think even at the time, I have like close to almost 7 small side hustle that at the end of the month, all of them will bring over 10 grand. And it'd be like play. So why was I doing all of those shit? Is because they are so easy to do. The reason you think people who are doing them, they are doing magic, is because you do not really look into it to see that these things are so freaky easy. So the book you are seeing right now contains 41 small businesses you can actually start from your home. You don't need office space. You don't need any equipment. You just need maybe small training here, pay for some app, some application, 1 or 2 things, and you are good. Even though I put the cap at $2,000, less than $2,000, honestly speaking, when you read this book, you will see that many of them you will spend up to $400 and the business will be up and running. Now, there are so many businesses there are so many books on small businesses, startup, do this. Even if you Google it, plenty. But there is something unique in this book that you may not see out there. I told you the first job I did in Nigeria before I come is actually research. I'm good at doing research. That is how I made my first millions in Nigeria before I left. So I know how to find this and I know how to combine stuff together. So in this book, these 41 businesses, you will see details like you have never seen before in many of those small businesses book you bought. In this book, each business, you are going to see the probability of success is there. The skills you need are there. How to go about it is there. I even went further to include the SWOT analysis for each one of them. So don't stress yourself that you want to read all of them. All you have to do is just look at the list of the businesses. Anyone that look appealing to you, that's the one you should go and read. And it won't even take you up to 30 minutes before you can finish that one you want to read. But do what I usually do. I usually pick information from books and then do further research on them. Many of these things many of the businesses in this book, they can literally help you to even stop working 9 to 5. There are too much money in them. One of the recommended businesses there is community management. I know a lot of people listening to me right now, you don't even know that there are bastard money in community management. If you know how to manage online community and all of that, you can make at least, and all the expected return on investment you will see on each one is also in the book. Like that community management now, you can make between $6,000 to $12,000 every month, and it doesn't take anything away from you. As soon as you set yourself up, you are just going to be functioning on your phone. So the intention was to sell this book for at least $22. But when I look at the effort, Abby, Sister Sue, and all my other sisters, even my 2 girls, Tosi and B-Flex, when I look at the effort they put into everything I'm doing, I just feel like all of these sisters, they are helping me doing all of these things without even taking a dime from me. Okay, why should I sell this book this? And besides, if I really want to help people, that price is nothing. So I decided to put it on. Abby, how much did I even put this book? It's in $9.99 for US. How much does it came out in UK, Abby? I think it's 80 pounds, right?
Eight.
Okay, £8, right? Okay, thank you. Now, this book is written for people in US and Canada, but the principle, the application are the same. The reason I made it US and Canada is because I don't live in the UK. But all the 41 businesses can be replicated anywhere you are, even in Nigeria. Anywhere.
And it's 14 Canadian.
14 Canadian?
Yes.
Okay.
$9.99 US, 14 Canadian, 8 pounds.
So if you want it, we actually have it in our store on Shopify. The link is ready. If you want it, we will share the link. You can buy Earlycom or something. So you can go and order yours now. You're gonna find two formats there. We have the EPUB format and the PDF. So if you want to read it from your phone, just click the EPUB. Although both of them will download to you. And then Abby, can you please explain to them what will happen when you ordered? Because it's a digital book. Don't stress yourself. But as soon as you place your order, what follows, Abby?
So when you place your order, like anything else, you get an email that thanks you for ordering. And in that email, you there's a direct download link, which literally is like a blue button in that email. And then you click it. You then get a follow-up email if for whatever reason you don't click on that. You then get another follow-up email that has the full link, and you can also click there. And each purchase comes with 2 downloads anyway. So if you want to download on 2 of your devices, maybe one on your phone, one on your desktop, on your iPad, you have those 2 options. So you get to download it twice anyway. But from the purchase page, you already get a link as soon as your payment goes through, and you get a follow-up email even with another link. So you're kind of like double what's the word, Uncle Ben? Verification.
Yeah.
Options. But yeah, that's it.
So it's so easy. It's so easy. Everybody you are familiar with Shopify. So Shopify is reliable. Don't say, oh, my credit, my debit card. Shopify is reliable. We're also gonna put it on Amazon.
Ready to share? Because if this
the link.
Is it ready to share? Because if I share the link, everything else is going to be there.
Yeah, I'm just informing. I don't even know. Maybe we should just wait until we get everything, because what's happening is that we have a bigger project we want to launch, and all of them are all on Shopify. We are doing some ordering right now. We wanted to receive the order before we launch the full site to everybody. But anyway, for this book, we can share the link, Abby. People can order the book. Then when it's time for us to launch the other one, then we can launch it fully. So let me say this, so my people, those who really know me, I'm not the type that I don't play around. I don't catch cruise for nothing. I'm serious with everything I've ever done in my life. And one thing about anything I sell is that I usually try it and make sure it works. When you read this book, you will see at least nothing less than 15. If you are really close to me, you would have seen me doing about 15 of some of the businesses you will find in this book. You may not know what I was doing, but the moment you start seeing that, you'll be like, oh, we're ready, Bobo Benny. So this is what Ben has been doing. So I've tried them. It works, and I know it works, okay? So please, I pray that it will also work for you. If you are looking towards retirement, these are some of the books you need to be reading, please. By grace of God, my goal is to retire by age 55. I pray God protect my life, and the way I'm working around my target, I don't even think it will get up to 55 before I retire, but everything they God, and I just don't want to see people suffer. So if you know you have a husband, a brother, and more importantly, if you have young adults, let them read this book. All the businesses there, you see them every day. It's nothing out of this world, but you just don't know how to go about it. So thank you, everybody. Abby, please, everybody, help me give Abby, Sister Sue, CC, all my sisters in the real farm, please help me give them a lot of credit. This project, Abby and Sister Sue, they really, really went over and beyond in helping me putting this together. In fact, Abby became an expert. At a point, anytime I'm lost, I'll be like, Abby, Babo. This thing I don't understand that again. Abby will be, Uncle Ben, that's why I say you are not Gen Z, Uncle. You just have to click here, click there. I'll be like, Abby, Biko. But Abby, you are such a beautiful young girl. God bless you for all you do. All right, thank you, everybody. We can go back to our Baz boost now.
Congratulations, guys. That's a nice one. Congratulations.
Thank you,
MOP. Thanks, Baba. Thank. We appreciate. All right. Thank you, everybody. Sorry, say I invade on our space again.
Yeah,
we can go back to our boo of the bullets.
You have to give me. You use my show to advertise. Where's my money? You don't know that ad placement costs money. You don't know.
I know. I go pay at the mason.
Anyway, Uncle Dio wanted to say something.
Yes, so first off, I want to say congratulations for the book. It's a move in the right direction. God bless you, sisters. God bless you, Uncle Ben, for this creation. Many more heights.
Thank you,
I wanted
sir.
to say something about Chike, because the thing is this: there are people like Chike all over the place, but it is matter like this of Frank and Sandra that normally brings them out. There's an adage in Yoruba language that says that olè tó gbé ẹrù lájà tí ò bá rẹ̀ nígbà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ó ṣe ṣe kó dá padà. That is, the person that is collecting stolen goods is as guilty as the person that is stealing also. Meaning that even though Sandra wants to move mad, if somebody like Chike is not there to like encourage it or to like give in to it, she probably may not do it. But because there is a willing partner, she's able to carry out whatever she wanted to do. So to me, he's not going to get away with it. And I saw somewhere in the comments also where somebody was saying something about what I think it was Sister Janet, and I think there was something that Abby said that I wanted to even react to before, but Uncle Beno digestion just made me to lose that thought, because I wanted to say something about that. Abby dropped that in, and I was like, oh, let me just quickly correct something. But anyway, if I remember, I'll come back to it. But for now, as per this Chike of a guy, Abby said that she has a feeling that Chike will sue Frank. If Chike should make that move, I bet you it's going to end his own career. And I'll tell you why.
But you know they move like this normally now. Papi, would you be surprised?
No, see, people are quiet about Chike for now. Are you getting me? Particularly the men folks, they are quiet about. In fact, if you know people that have been singing his praise, they are mostly women. Men folks are quiet. But the moment he makes any move to sue Frank, the thunderstorm that will come for him, he will not expect it. Now, it's not because people will support Franco. It is because of the audacity. You are sleeping with a married man's wife, and you still want to sue him for what? For what? What's morality behind that? It's not only going to mess up himself; it's going to end his own career prematurely. So he should never even consider that. The best option for him now is to keep quiet and let this wind blow over. He's not even saying anything. He just allow this wind to blow over. That is the only way forward for him. Because if you come out to do anything like a damage control or try to like vindicate himself, whatever, people are going to come for him. So that's my take. Thank you.
Thank you, Uncle Dio. Do you know why I said that? He's moving like the typical, what he's been posting on his socials is like somebody that wants to. He's been posting like pictures of him trying on a suit, like a jacket, And he's just been moving like those kind of people that do silence is golden. You know those kind of people. Silence is golden kind of.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling that when he finally says something or does something, he wants to do all those, end with a banger. That kind of, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
Like a continue thing, like continue.
Similar to what my Owadish was dancing. Next thing, lawsuits. But I don't know what he's going to be suing for. I'm just going by how all of the celebrities carry themselves when they want to sue. That's why
he can sue. I'll tell you what he can sue for. If he is not the one, and there's no proof anywhere that he had any type of entanglement with this lady,
yeah,
right? And he can also prove that Frank was behind all the communication with QT Jules that made it go viral. He can sue for that. If he's not innocent, there's nothing to sue for. He should just go inside.
Can you sue if their marriage had ended? Because we don't really have the timelines, right?
No, you can't sue for that. If he has any kind of entanglement with her at all and is sexual in nature, he can't sue.
Yeah.
Because who's going to spend resources proving for or against that?
It's true. Were you here, and Uncle Dai, were you here when I said that with the way Frank has been moving these past couple of days, I feel like he's out for vengeance, like he wants to blacklist Chike in a sense, because some of his colleagues or some of their colleagues in that industry have started to like play Flavor, for instance. I saw Yomi, not Yomi, Dotun, that's OAP Dotun. Right, I saw him.
Yeah, I saw Dotun.
I saw a few people in the industry comment on it, whether laughing or just like without saying too much kind of thing. So I feel like I was like, why is he going on this whole thing? Like I said, I believe that he's using QT Jules as his spokesperson, and most especially he confirmed a few things on his Twitter as well, on his X account. So I'm just like, is he trying to put Chike in a very tight situation where,
I mean, if that's what it is, right, Abby, he has successfully blacklisted him. Imagine this guy singing this song to somebody's wife at a wedding.
I didn't think about that. And he's a very big wedding performer. That's his business. Because when I really think about it, he's not like them Wizkid and them lots. He's not as mainstream as them.
Wedding is part of his income streams.
Yeah, that's one of his major gigs is weddings.
Yeah. So imagine Uncle Bendo getting married and then this guy is singing to his wife at the wedding.
You are even saying the thing is moving forward. Would it be appropriate?
No, it won't be.
We're going to do, 20 years anniversary. Do you think it would be appropriate to bring this person to performance?
Absolutely not. Not this guy. In this time where women don't even know how to control themselves, they start kneeling down and hugging Moses Bliss's private area. You remember Moses Bliss went viral for a woman who just was so happy and just started hugging this man's bula for no reason.
I see what she did there. Yeah, it will no longer be appropriate.
Yeah.
It will no longer be appropriate to invite you as a wedding singer. It will.
It's over.
Anyway, we'll see, Sha.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's start wrapping up.
Everybody should start hiring Ima OMG. He has his own wife. He's not after anybody's wife.
I love Ima OMG as well.
I love that guy. I love that guy just too much.
He's such a performer. I love him 100%. Anyway, we're going to read this thing again, just for the last bit, because I want to get something else, and this is where we're going to close as well. So I'm not reading from the top, but she said, where do I start? Where do I begin? I was a great wife, a faithful wife to the core, but a time comes when a woman must choose herself. I chose myself and walked away, filed for divorce too. Clock it.
What's the two? What's that two means? What is that? That's the aura for aura? No wonder. That's why she's a cheater. What's the file for divorce too? What does that mean?
I chose myself, walked away, filed for divorce too.
What's that? You can only file for one.
No, two, as in TOO, not two.
But you can only file once for divorce now. You can only respond to divorce.
MOP is not two as in number 2.
I know, but when you say two, you are saying you seconded what somebody did before, right?
You are not getting it, Abby.
No. That's not what it means. I know what MOP is saying now. I feel like it's for emphasis sake in this context. Let me read it again. I was a
two emphasis on the previous sentence. Got it.
Yes. I was a great wife, a faithful wife to the core, But a time comes when a woman must choose herself. I chose myself and walked away.
Okay.
Filed for divorce too, as in emphasis on
In
divorce.
addition, as in
In
addition to everything
addition,
else. Got you.
exactly.
All
That's the
right.
most important point. Yeah.
We are helping her interpret now, Motigbo. Okay, it's okay.
Now we have come to linguistic professional.
Okay.
Anyway, so as an adult woman, I am free to, this is where I want you, Uncle Dayo and Uncle Ola. This is where I need everybody to listen very well. Oh. Everybody in comments as well. As an adult woman, I am free to be friends with and date whomever I please. Please move on with your life. As an adult woman, I am free to be friends with and date whomever I please. Please move on with your life. So is she saying that this thing that's happening has happened post marriage? That's what I'm trying to get out of this. As an adult woman, I am free to be friends with and date whomever I please. Meaning, and then move on with your life. So you're obsessed with my decisions after leaving you.
What she's saying is exactly what most cheating women say. You made me do it. And it's been over anyway, because the it's been over, I think it's a blurry thing, right? It could mean, well, I told you I didn't want anymore. How many times do people say that and then end up in a long-lasting relationship or marriage, right? But since their own ended, I'm just going to use that anyway, even though, that's why I said divorce has to be filed. Now, on a normal day, I'm with Janet. Like, once the person tells you that they're no longer doing, assume there's a breach, is over. Just make that assumption for your own peace of mind. Okay? If you come back and you're doing love again, that's when it's valid. The rest of it is paperwork. I'm agreeing with her on that.
I don't agree that divorce is what ends a marriage. I think
here's the thing.
Is the end. If the other person decides to stay. And you remember MOP, we had this with Mayowa situation where we accused what's his name, Robbie.
Yeah, but I generally don't do that. If you listen to me carefully, right?
Yeah.
If you listen to me carefully, I generally don't put too much emphasis on the paperwork. I put more emphasis on emotional intelligence, emotional safety, emotional security, and I also tend to emphasize a lot that, listen, people will do all the wrong things when they don't feel safe. See, I'm already telling you it's going to be wrong, but they will do it anyway. I don't know if anybody's listening to me when I say that. So that's not to negate the fact that it's morally wrong. You know what I'm saying? If you step out and you are still married to that person, even though you told them it's been over, even though it's been over like Daddy Freeze and the court did not finalize it, it is still morally wrong. But that's morals. Anybody can claim morals. Morals does not always translate to a crime or anything you can really sue me for. People do all kind of atrocities, right?
And our morals are not the same.
And the morals is also dependent on the moral compass, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. I wanted to add something I forgot, which I was just replying to Sis Toby now. Another thing is, I feel like in a way she's confirming that her and Chike are doing something.
Yeah.
As an adult woman, I am free to be friends with and date whomever I please. Please move on with your life. Because remember that another thing that we did not mention is that they happen to be listening to the same music or posting the same thing simultaneously on what's the name, on Instagram. Is that a coincidence or are they just talking? And I'm saying this because when I date people, we share memes, we share songs we're into. I think it's a very normal thing in relationship, like something that you guys relate to, you guys share. If there's something that you find funny, you share with your partner or whatever. So is it a coincidence that they posted the same thing at the same time simultaneously, or is it I don't know. Or are they telling us something for us to even continue to talk?
Is Uncle Daya still there?
Yeah.
Uncle Daya, you want to speak to that?
I'm still very much here.
Okay.
But I like your angle, Uncle. MOP. I like your angle very much.
Don't make me tackle you like a tackle. I'll be calling me uncle. Don't make me tackle you.
No. MOP. That was a super plan. Anyway, the thing is this. I think this thing has gone far. And the question that is now kind of something in my mind is that I don't know if anybody can actually pinpoint the time that this thing really started going wrong. I mean, their marriage started going wrong. I mean, the very first time, because it was not like it was not as if this is how it has been from the start. It got to a particular stage when things started going wrong, and it got to a particular stage when she too decided to like, okay, let me to take my own pound of flesh back. So if you can only put timeline to those things, and then you can only put all these text, all these comments, context of that timeline, then we can be able to know exactly how the picture plays out. But from the little that we are kind of able to gather, I can see that some of them was during the time that immediately she decided to get her pounds of flesh after getting tired. While the husband was still waiting for her to come and be begging him as usual, she did not beg. She did not beg, and she started to step out with Chike and all, and they were doing their stuff until the husband got to know. So that time, maybe it's a month, maybe it's 2 months, maybe it's 1 year, nobody can say. But we are just seeing on social media now that this thing might have spanned up to about a year plus, if not. We can't see. But what I'm trying to bring out here is this. All these are things, they were doing it as if they are in a relationship for real. Because as Abi said, it's only somebody that you have a relationship with that will be sharing the same music on your social media space.
At the same time.
Because at the same time, it is an obvious thing that, oh, I'm dating this guy, or we have something in common, or we are doing something together. Are you getting me? So, and then as a married woman, it's a dangerous thing. Except, of course, it's trying to pepper Frank. That, okay, you can do your stuff, me too, I'm doing my stuff.
You know, aura for aura.
Yes, aura for aura. She had gotten to that level that she does not care anymore. Do your own stuff, I do my own stuff. Before Frank finally now decide, because if she was no longer with Frank at the time when she was doing all this recording, Frank would have been able to get it. So let us get that one clear. It was because she was still with Frank, that's why Frank was able to set trap and get all those things, all the voice notes and all those voice recording that is now playing out now. So that means they were still together when she was doing all this stuff. That's how it is.
Uncle Dayo, what you just alluded to is exactly why the government would not put resources behind a lawsuit when it comes to infidelity. Because of timeline, right? They will, if you want to sue for this, you put your own money behind it, you spend your own money on lawyer, or you go through the process on your own, and you go through the civil court. Right? Because it's between two people. That's why as much as we call it morals, they don't treat, it's not a criminal thing, something. At least not in most of the jurisdictions, right? In certain parts of the world, they can cut people's fingers and all that kind of stuff in underdeveloped part of the world, right? But when it comes to developed society, it's just hard to prove anything, to have any kind of evidence when it comes to this kind of stuff. And that's why, and for me, I tend to yield in that direction. Like, hey, when it comes to this romantic relationships type of thing, personal relationships, interpersonal, it comes down to, do people enjoying being around you? If they don't, they will find their way out. The way they find their way out, they don't feel safe already. They will do dodge and sneaky stuff until they find a way to boldly come out and say, okay, all right, here it is, Abby. And that's what she's doing in that text message. Like, okay, leave me, I can be friends with whoever I want, right? It's like saying, sue me, do your worst, right? And that's the reality about life when it comes to personal relationships, right? So it's up to you. You find value in a person that you're in a relationship with, either because they're a family member, your sibling, or they're a romantic lover, and you protect that value. Like, everything depends on it. Depend on how much you see value. And if you don't protect it, there's always a snatcher around the corner. That's why, Uncle Ben, that's why I'm a little yielding away from your your karma statement for Chike a little bit. The reality is that there's a ton of Chikes around, and they don't always show up in the form of intentionally want to snatch somebody. They just so happen to be the safe space for that person. Right? The shoulder to cry on, whatever that is, you know. And if he has a little bit of sneakiness and secret think humph to it, sometimes that's when it is the sweetest. Sorry.
MOP. MOP.
Have you seen people that cheat with people? The moment you expose them, they don't want to be together anymore because it's gone.
MOP.
Yeah.
Stolen bread always appears sweeter.
That's what I'm saying. Uncle Dayo gets me.
Pastor Dayo.
Uncle
No,
Dayo gets me.
wait. I'm going somewhere. I'm just trying to like
For
give
the
flesh to what
at least for the
to
time
what Enoch
being.
is saying.
At least for the
Now,
time being. Yeah.
now, the truth is that both the I mean the people involved in it, both of them know that what they're doing is not right. That's why they're doing it in secret. So see, whatever it is, morals are always there. There are some morals that you don't even need to talk about. For instance, as a married man, there are some things you cannot do in public because you must respect your marriage. Same thing with a woman. As a married woman, there are some things you cannot do in public. Even though you are doing it in the background, you cannot bring it to the open. In fact, you'll be afraid that people do not find you out, because once you are found out, the whole public or the eye of the people around you will change towards you. So, I don't know. As I will say, this their relationship. Even when I was reading this thing that Abby just did now, if they are still sharing music as at now, maybe they are back again together, as we said. Maybe they are back, because if they share music today, that means that I thought she said in one of the posts that one of the messages that we read or that we had that okay, let us do it one more time and then call it X forever. How come they're not still back again doing the?
Because Uncle Dayo, real true love always finds his way back.
What do you mean true love? See, can never marry.
True love.
Don't even go there at all.
You cannot say
both of them know. Wait, calm down. Both of them know. Both of them know that this thing it's not leading to anywhere.
So let me ask you this question, Abby. Right? Let's assume it's true love. Whatever true means, let's assume it's true love, right? Do you think a chicken can ever trust that woman long term?
A chicken?
Yeah.
Can ever
trust that woman, Sandra, long term?
No.
Well, let me ask you a different way. It might even be possible. Do you think there's chances that he won't be able to trust her long term?
No, Uncle Alaya, looking for the wrong thing, so.
And now I'm assuming worst case scenario. No, I get that, but that's why I change it to chances. Is there a chance that he will struggle to trust her long term because of the way they started off?
Yeah, of course. I feel like this is murky waters now. The way you started, she was cheating and all, but you're thinking about the bigger picture. Nobody has said. I don't know if you weren't here yesterday when I was yesterday or the day before. I broke a lot of things down where I went to search for Chike's other Chike's videos, previous videos that he did, and we started to put a couple of things together to see that he also has some issues. I don't know what the issues are, but he has some issues. He seems to have some issues. Seems to have some issues around commitment, which is why he prefers older women and a couple of things. I think we broke that down quite well. So my thought process now is that Chike is not looking for marriage. Neither is this lady. She's just happy to be satisfied. She seems to be quite loaded, like financially, right? Quite good financially. And I feel like it just works for Chike based off of the things that we uncovered about him. He seems like he just wants a stable woman. You know, the audio that one of the audios we played, she also seems to have this domineering, controlling thing to her. There was one part where she was like, they're talking rubbish or whatever. So I feel like that's the dynamic that works. You are thinking about it as a normal, everyday dynamic of two people who are in love, wanting one thing. I'm just seeing it as convenience.
Okay, yeah, you're looking at the best case scenario. The best case scenario is that they were just there to punch each other.
Yeah, he's getting some money and some influence, and
that's the best case scenario.
She's enjoying, so she's enjoying some companionship.
Usually somebody is falling in love and fantasizing about a future together. I'm telling you straight up, okay? Again, we don't know, right? I'm just telling you from a lot that I've seen in the last 7 years, right? Usually at least one person is fantasizing, even if it's not spoken. Oftentimes it's not spoken because, again, remember, it's all secret, right? Somebody is secretly fantasizing about a lifetime together, right? And of course, like I said, the other person is not, maybe they're not thinking that far, right? Maybe they're both delusional, right? Maybe, by the way, let me tell you this, Abby, some have actually successfully snatched somebody and stayed together for a lifetime. That's why this karma thing, I'm like, karma, well, okay, whatever, man. We don't know, man. Right? Just protect your own relationship. Stop worrying about nonsense that you cannot control. That's why I come from that angle quite often. Like if you are, I always say this, if you are using your life to wait for karma, you will waste a lot of your life waiting for karma. Because if karma was real, it's not something you can control. Sometimes it might take generations before it shows up. Right? So why would you want to waste your life waiting around for that? So for a Chike, like, good luck to him. I can already see how his career is being shot right now. Neo, you know Neo, right?
Yeah.
Neo lost a bunch of business because he thought he could do anyhowness in the street. He was flunking these ladies around. Yeah. A bunch of businesses were not comfortable with that. Why are they acting all holier than that? We don't care. Bottom line is that you just lost money for being stupid. You could do whatever you want in your private life. Do you have to announce? I know why you want to announce to us. Because you are trying to do aura for aura with your own family. There are businesses that they don't want that. If it looks messy for their audience, they will just like, look, we don't want to be a part of that. We need to. If they're not too sure about what it looks like, they want to keep it clean. That's how that works, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, any announce is connected to money too. Somebody said, I saw an argument. Somebody was saying they're trying to compare single men to married men, and why married men get, they get what's the word? The credibility, some kind of default credibility for being married in society. It's just what it is. If you're going to be a president, if you've been married multiple times, it will be one of the questions they'll put on the list. It doesn't mean you can't get past it. Donald Trump got past it. But they're going to ask. Why? Because the general public sees it as a thing. Now, you can lie to yourself all you want, but in the end, the market is always right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, thank you, MOP. We can start rounding up. MOP, I'm not doing 5 hours, 7 hours with you. It's enough. It's midnight now. All right.
Another nice one. Nice hanging out with you guys. Uncle Dayo, good to see you, sir. Oh, it's midnight on your. Oh, it's 7 p.m. Oh, it's 7 p.m. my end. That's true. Okay. All right, you guys have a good evening, and shout out to the real fam. Shout out to Janet. Shout out to everybody. We'll talk soon.
See ya soon. Bye, sir.
Bye.
Baddest co-host, Uncle Dayo. What's your final words? So, let me even ask you. Let's do like, how we do. You know how sports people do like sports and analysis, right?
Yeah.
Let's do some analysis on this case. What do you anticipate is coming up on this matter? Like in the next, let's say the next week. What do you think are the things that we can look out for? We can see that'll be coming out.
Okay. You are like asking me to make some kind of a prediction.
Prediction.
What may happen there.
Now,
it can pan out two ways. Okay. Knowing Frank to be a coconut head guy, he may want to respond to all the videos that have come out, or he may want to respond to what the wife has posted.
Yeah.
But if I can advise him, it's better for him to just let it rest, because whatever way it pans out at the end of the day, it's going to affect it's already affecting his career as an MC and as a public figure. He may lose some customers, and then I don't know, maybe he has any kind of endorsement. He also lose that one also. That's number one. Because he is the social media personality. The wife, on the other hand, is in business. She's a businesswoman. So a business is always there, protected. Secondly, is that this old Ula Balu that is now going all about. If anybody should talk next, it should not be Shike.
Yeah.
Maybe the wife can come out, maybe because some people will surely drag the wife. You know the way they do on X, you don't have evidence. Now Shakarajo, bring out your proof if you have any evidence. If you want to listen to them, she may post some other things just to buttress her facts that this is what she was saying, she was not joking, blah blah blah. If she does that, well, people will now turn eye on Frank properly to be the bad guy in the relationship. However, anybody that will speak now, it's going to be very, very volatile, because it's like I'm coming for you, you are coming for me. If Frank is going to speak now, it's better to come out with some evidence on social media, or else Sandra is going to finish him with her own. That's just it.
Okay.
You know the way that he has, you know the way that she has already dehumanized Frank now. Said that she's the one taking care of him, taking care of his previous children in the marriage. She made herself to be the breadwinner. I'm not saying she's lying. She may be true and she may be false. But if whatever she's saying is not true, this is not the time for Frank to come out and debunk that with evidence. With evidence. Because as it is now, yeah, she can accuse Frank of going to hotels, blah blah blah. But if he cannot, but anyway, whichever way it is, it's a dirty game. It's going to be very, very, very dirty because both of them will just be bringing out that shame to the public, which to me is not really worth it. Finalize the divorce, go your separate ways, and have your peace. Stop feeding the social media with your dirty, dirty secrets. It does not really add up. Doesn't make sense. I believe some people will have to call, and I pray also that Honest Bun should not call one of them for an interview. If not, the whole thing will just backfire.
Oh, okay. Let me another prediction. If Honest Bunch was to call any of them, who do you think would go? And who do you think they would? Who do you think is the most likely to go on Honest Bunch?
It's Frank. Frank will most likely go because Sandra will not go.
Yeah.
Frank will most likely go on Honest Bunch.
I actually agree.
And if he does that, he's just going to put fire to everything again. And it just be like this Morayo ex-husband that went on the same platform. He just wanted to go mess up himself.
Mayowa. Yeah.
And Mayowa, sorry.
Yeah.
So
I see that. I know. I just have a feeling that Daddy Freeze is in DM already because Daddy Freeze is supporting him on his live stream and whatever. Then Frank will not think that he's friends with that Daddy Freeze is his friend.
He will set him up big time.
And then Daddy Freeze will say, I went through the same with my ex-wife.
Yeah, guys.
He will not. Then Frank will not think that he's in the same association as Daddy Freeze, and that is a man that
has he better borrow himself brain. He better borrow himself brain.
He will not know that it's set up.
Big setup.
Do you know that I just saw a post. Let me put it here, because I just saw a post between, not post, comments, like an interaction, I should say, between Sandra and what's his name, Frank, when they were still together. This post is from February 2024. So it's not even been that long. Where is it though, please? It's not even been that long since their marriage crashed. It's only been about 2 years. Crazy. I'm pretty sure I sent it to myself. Oh yeah, I found it. So it says here, this is like one of her interior design work. And he replied, or he commented, "This woman's work, fire, fire, fire." And then she replied at Frank Edoho, "You are chopping her work, literally." And then he replied with a laughing emoji. Oh, how cute. And this is only from 2024, Feb 29th. Oh, it's so crazy to me how love just ends,
No, that's why I said we don't know the actual time that this thing started getting sour. Because they were all lovey up at the initial time, but somehow there was a particular point in time that everything just went south.
Yeah.
So we don't know the timeline yet. But you can only just say, okay, their marriage got separated so time, but when the real matter started and when all these things were going on back and forth. Now, do you know one thing that I also wanted to talk about? Chike, except Chike does not have a girlfriend. If Chike has a girlfriend presently now, or during the time that he was moving mad with this Sandra, don't you think it can become an issue?
Yeah, I actually saw a comment on that on X earlier today as well. saying, what if Chike has a girlfriend? The girlfriend now decides, girlfriend is now even upset and decides to throw a tantrum. Where do we go from here? But I'm not going to lie. Uncle Dio, Chike does not strike me as someone, based off of everything that we uncovered the other day, as someone that will have a girlfriend. It's sort of person to have a girl or girls around, like situationships, but never really define anything. And he would do everything that happens in a relationship. They would reciprocate and do everything that happens in a relationship. Then when it comes to real commitment or whatever, or things like this, his response would be, when did I ask you out now? We're not really in a relationship. So I have a feeling that he would have a girl around that he likes, but no real definition. So the girl will not be in a position to complain, even if they do everything relationship people do.
Wow.
Chike strikes me like that kind of guy.
Well, it strikes me like that also, but I'm just wondering.
Non-committal.
I just pray that no girl should come out and say, okay, we're already engaged for a blah 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 blah, blah and then it's just doing this or just saying this. I don't know. I pray that does not happen like that. But if it does happen like that, then it's going to be a whole new mess altogether.
Yeah, I know this kind of guys. He's 33, right? Obviously, 33 is old enough to be married and settle down and build, right? But in this sort of industry, 33 is still seen as, you can still play around and all. I think that is kind of also the energy that he exudes when he talks about, so those videos you watch when he talks about women and commitment. So I have a feeling that he's also seen as, I'm 33, I'm a public figure, a known person, I sing all of these R&B love songs, the girls love me, I can do whatever I want. That's kind of the energy I get from him. So even if he has girlfriends, I don't know, that's the attitude we're giving them.
Does he have kids? Does he have kids or does
No,
he
he
have some
doesn't.
big mamas?
No, he doesn't have kids.
At
Doesn't have
33? And he's
Yes,
still frolicking around with girls without having plans.
Uncle Dash, we were here with these videos now. You can see it makes sense. It's like those videos that we watched that the other day. It makes sense. It just makes sense. He's about that life. And then the genre that he sings where girls love him and all. And if you think about it, before now, he's been unproblematic. You don't really see him in the news or the media for anything. So people just like this guy that sadly passed the other day. One of the attractions really and the love that people have for him is because he's unproblematic. You won't hear that he fought anybody, he did this one here, did that one here. So a lot of celebrities that are in that sort of situation where they are unproblematic, fans just love them for just being calm and in their own corner. That's the thing about Chike. So before now, we've not heard any scandals about Chike. Nothing.
And the one that broke him out now is a terrible one.
A terrible
I would have been
one.
happier if it's a single girl that was alleged to have been doing this with. But a married woman.
Uncle Dayo, again, should be you were here when we watched the videos. It's very, very on brand. It just once I heard that her voice note, that voice recording of her telling him you're talking rubbish and all that, I just said, everything
honestly,
that I thought about him is I think is true.
Abby, the woman is older than him. Secondly, the woman is richer than him. Thirdly, the woman appears to be the one in control of the relationship. So what do you expect?
Also, maybe that's his kink. He likes maybe that's another reason why he likes older women. Maybe he likes the domineering thing. Some people are what's the word? And this whole like sub thing. Maybe he's a sub.
This Sandra, does she have any child for Frank?
Yeah, they have 2 children. She said it in her write-up. Yeah.
Okay.
They have 2 children.
She's a mother of 2.
Yeah.
And all these things are on social media. And the children will grow up someday to come and read that their mother was busy doing all this.
Yeah,
submissive to their father. Oh my God.
Yeah. I think he's like submissive and she's dominant. And sometimes I think that when it's younger men chase older women, it's their kink. I don't know. I may be wrong. But I think that's another aspect to explore. Obviously, we're just speculating now. We don't know the story. Everything's speculation. But the voice notes just gave me that feeling.
Younger men chasing an older woman. Sometimes it has to do with what they're getting from it. Apart from me, their king, whatever. Don't be surprised that Chike may be dating younger girls also. But because of going after older women, the main primary reason may be because of what he is getting from that relationship.
Of
Because
course.
you cannot tell me that this is love. Because this is a kind of a marriage. What do you call this? Friends with benefits. Okay, he has seen benefits of what he's going to get from the
Friends
lady. That's
benefit or
why.
gigolo. This one is not
Yes,
friend benefit.
yes. It's even a gigolo stuff. Not even friends now.
Yeah,
Because this
exactly.
one like a gigolo stuff. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy is happily doing it because he knows that there's no commitment. I'm just giving you service and you're paying my bills. So he's good with
That's
that.
what I think. Yeah. Again, Uncle Dio, all the videos that we played and then where we are at now, if you think about everything, that is actually what may be happening. Allegedly, may be
Allegedly,
happening.
that's what I'm thinking too, Abby, because that's what everything is pointing to.
Yeah,
That,
it's just
that's
about
everything.
the benefits. And if this woman has worked with the likes of Access Bank, like I said, I checked out her portfolio. And she's worked with the likes of Access Bank, Echo Hotel, right? She did some work in the new airport, the new terminal, Uncle Dio.
Yeah.
I believe that for someone to be able to get to work in the new terminal,
She's highly
Access
committed.
Echo is
She's highly
connected.
connected. I mean, she's highly
Mhm.
connected because all the contracts that we're talking about,
They are big
ordinary person
contracts.
cannot get it to.
Thank
That means
you.
she's highly connected.
So it's not so if you now calculate the money, and I told you I went through her social media, I seen her lifestyle, the things that she wears. She wears extremely expensive stuff, like extremely expensive things, you know.
Because she has
So
the money.
when I put two and two together, she's rich and she has a connection. It's not everybody that can do interior decor for Access Bank or
Oh,
interior,
no.
you know, Uncle Dio is like even that, that Zenith contract, the Christmas
Yeah.
lights.
Oh
The
my
people that
God.
get same year,
I don't
every
know.
year.
Every year they do
Mhm.
the thing on Akanishola, and
Yeah,
then
is this
you
this
cannot
sister?
believe it.
So sometimes they've gotten it every year for the past I don't know how many years, maybe close to 10 years. They've not moved that
Yeah.
contract. For you to continue, that's the same thing. For you to do something for Eco Hotel. I know another babe now, Tracy, that also got a contract for the new terminal at the airport for one of the lounges there.
Wow.
For you to have all those contracts, that Tracy, that is something was something in the government. For you to have all of those contracts, your dad has to be
Must
something.
have somebody up there,
Yeah.
like a
Your
politician
sugar
or
daddy
maybe
has to be
somebody
something.
of influence.
Exactly. So that's how I see how once I've seen her lifestyle, once I've seen her portfolio, she's not just doing one person's office or one person's house. She's doing proper corporations, interior
Exactly.
decor, proper
So the biggest
corporations.
loser here is Frank. He's the biggest
Exactly.
loser.
So, but these are the issues now. How you two going to keep malice with your sponsor? Does it make sense? Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense now. We have to choose our battles.
Oh my
Anyway,
God.
let's go and sleep.
Thank you very much, Abby.
Thank you so
Thank,
much for
thank you
hosting
for
with
having me. It has
No
been
problem.
fun all the
Have
way.
a good night. Love to my auntie.
See
Bye.
you here. Bye bye. Good night.
Good night, sir. Okay, real fam. Thanks for hanging with me on Recap Central. I appreciate you all. I'm going to know if Uncle Ben is here. I think he's gone anyway. But catch you later. Mr. Dari, even me, I'm looking for connection on the things that are happening. Did not see that Sisi said that wig in Lagos is now 4 million naira. I need connection. Me too. I need connection. Connection that pleases the Lord. Only connection that pleases the Lord, though. Thank you very much. Anyway, good night, everybody. Thank you for hanging with me. Catch ya later. Don't forget to buy our book and also follow our Instagram as well. At UB Real Fam. Follow us on Instagram. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See ya.
UBMC, we rise. Learn the skills, yeah, we go online. Uncle Ben will show the way we shine. Create your dream. it's our time. UBMC, it's our time. UBMC, it's our time. UBMC, it's our time.
It's Recap Central. I be in the building, giving us the juice and the gist. Bring the gen vibes on the rock. Recall Central. I be in the I be in the I be in the